Alrighty. Oh my God, we're live. Oh geez, everybody look presentable. You guys got your hair combed and all that stuff?
Hell no.
Oh shit. Oh,
no, I'm in my underwear.
Gary got his he got the hair on his back combed. Gary's looking smooth.
Yes, sir.
Smooth operator.
Bro, call.
He's a smooth operator.
Put my jammies on, man. Jesus.
All right. What's going on, guys? I got some links out. I had a couple people pop in and pop out. If there's still a couple of spots in here. If anybody has a link and they want it, come on in. How you doing, Gun Channels? Gizzard's down there. How you doing, YouTubes? And oh shoot, you know what? I did not put. I'm gonna make a little Instagram post here. Let's do this. Let's do an Instagram post. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do?
Doing the Instagrams.
What should we do?
Big time now.
Yeah. That's a good picture. Put a picture of
Slim Jim.
That's exactly what I got pulled up. Alrighty. Next. All right. Write a caption. We are live on YouTube and gunchannels.com. Boom. All right, there we go. Little Slim Jim candy action. And good to go. All right. So what's new? Let's see who the hell's out here. I'm out there. It's awful nice of me to be out there. Snob's Wife, Patriot, D-Temp, Psycho, Obnoxious is out there. Obnoxious, I hope everything goes well if you decide on the surgery. Grim, Jumpy, Scott P79's out there. Slim. What's that? What'd you say?
What did you say?
No, I might have heard. Maybe I heard myself. Maybe it was an echo. Hey, Frankie, what's going on? So let's say hi to everybody on the panel here. From my side out, Rupan, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just throw the crappy headset on so I could talk. Hey, thanks for having me. Doing pretty good, just doing some homework right now, so I'll be here.
Let us know if you need a hand.
Thank you. I went to a food truck festival today. It was badass.
You know what? I've never been able to get it. They do it around me a lot. You'll see them every once in a while. And I've never had a chance to go because it's always on like a Saturday or something. But there's more and more of them. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool gig, man. If you can find a good spot, and some cities have issues with them. They do a lot of weird permits and taxes and all that kind of stuff. So I guess it really depends on where you're at.
Everybody had a temporary health permit from that the town of Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're full crazy here with the permits.
Yeah, I know a lot of there was a lot of places. Some of the restaurants and stuff will really kind of push to make it less profitable to do. It takes the business away from restaurants too, which kind of sucks. But hey, do a good job and take the business back, right? Yeah. The Gun Snob says, "What is this? A hashtag fake closer show? Why would you say that? You got a link. Get in here. Lazy snob." Roll call. What's going on? Roll call, Mr. Snuggie.
I'm patiently waiting my delivery from Sarge. And other than that, just ate some dinner, put some clothes away, and I'm ready to get down and dirty in this chat.
There you go. Well, if anybody has any topics, tonight's pretty much just free for all. Whatever pops up, talk about. I'd like to maybe get some current events out of people. I really feel like I'm a little out of the loop, but we'll see what the hell happens. Snob says, I got to go to bed before too long, and I'm mad at Row Cruz because he won my Snuggie. That guy won my Snuggie. Get back here.
Everybody hates me. I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? You should probably, you should probably take it and cut it up and send everybody a chunk, and that way, when we get together, we can all put it back together.
Anyone
Well,
who
really, the
wants
challenge
one, anyone that wants one could just contact Sarge. He says you can buy one, and he'll get one for you. So just man up and throw in the coin, and you'll be good.
But I bet your roll call will have the only urban camo and pink version. That'll be special.
And I'll even share if somebody wants to curl up in the Snuggie with me. Then that's fine.
That's okay. You can keep it in your bear rug.
I'm nice and fat and warm.
Rich, what's going on?
Not much. Just got done with my show. We were just basically doing the same thing, just talking about everything.
Yeah, well, you just let me know what the hell you were talking about, and we'll talk about it too, and then everything will be good. Everybody know.
Gary, you remember what we were talking about?
Which time?
I remember we were talking about how the recoil system in the HK USP works. Then we were talking about the P320 and how it works, but Night Strike isn't here to show off his P320, so that wouldn't work. And then I was because he was comparing it to the HK, saying it was similar to that. But then I had to show him no, it's actually more similar to the Smith & Wesson M&Ps using my shield. But trying to remember what else we were talking about.
Basically, it was just a big long show and tell.
Yeah, basically.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Patriot, what's going on? You're a busy beaver these days, yeah? Jesus Christ. My phone's blowing up. My phone's blowing up with Patriot in the dark stuff every day.
I'm trying, and I actually have figured it out. So now you guys can actually find me if you care to. I had my channel name was kind of messed up. It was Patriot in the, and then the last name was Dark.
Right.
So you couldn't find it. So
well, that's how it's always been. Yeah, I just figured that's.
Well, because it wouldn't let me put it all in the first name, so I had to have the last name, and so I stuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of figured that out today, so that's kind of cool. Hopefully, maybe.
No, so it's just one no space now. It's just one long thing.
He changed it to Midnight Range TM because he thought it'd be easier.
Yeah, because I was gonna siphon off some of them subs you got.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was gonna make Midnight's channel better.
If we can't make it worse.
I'm just wanting some of it. He makes some good subs, I hear.
Yeah.
And he gets a lot of good subs.
Some of them Italians. Some of them Italian subs.
Yeah, he also makes pizza that's also a calzone.
And he makes hot dog sandwich.
Man, did I catch a lot of shit from G that day. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Man, G and I, we went back and forth for hours. Oh, yeah, I don't know why I don't know what the hell happened to him in his childhood, but I don't know if he got beat up by a guy dressed like a calzone. I don't know.
Well, what's the difference?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, what's the difference between a calzone and a stromboli?
Honestly, I don't know that there is much of one. I think
in Pittsburgh, when you would go to an Italian restaurant, I don't know about other places, but you would get a stromboli, and it was actually an Italian sub instead of being in a bun. It was baked into the pizza dough.
Right. Yeah.
Was more the pizza that was folded over,
like a fold over. I've also seen places that differentiate it. They'll do like calzones, and they'll do something like a calzone and a stromboli, but they'll look the same, but one will be fried. They'll fry a calzone, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, it's like, it just depends on where you go.
There's a place around here that the filling's different. Calzone has like pepperoni sausage, and then the stromboli has like sausage and steak or something.
If you go into a shop and you order the wrong thing and they get really mad, so that might, that's cause for concern. I didn't know what the difference was. I asked for a calzone and they yelled at me. So
I've heard, I've had people, because this has come up before, and I've had people say that calzone has sauce inside and a stromboli doesn't, which I could see because I've had calzones with sauce. You know what I mean? I don't know because when you look up the definitions
of stromboli, you dip it. They give you an extra sauce.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, the Pittsburgh Stromboli's, not any place I've ever got one from in Pittsburgh when I lived there. The Stromboli was always like an Italian sub that was done inside the dough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of.
What some places would call a wedgie, you know.
I'm not eating nobody's wedgie.
I thought calzones were a ring. Stromboli was like
call them a wedgie. It's like steak sub and steak and cheese inside of pizza dough. That's a wedgie.
I thought that's what Italian guys called them guys that were jerks. No, you're just a calzone.
All I know, I'll tell you what.
Like that.
If you go down towards like down Delaware, down towards the beaches, there's a chain of pizza places called the Grotto, and their pizza's okay. It's not anything awesome, but they do a calzone. It's killer. It's got like meatballs inside and cheese and sauce. It's really good. If anybody ever gets down that way, grab one of the instead of getting a pizza, grab one of the calzones. It's like a meatball. I think it might have ham in it too. I don't know. Yeah, those are really good.
We got a local shop
talking about that. He said when he went to Sardinia, he got a calzone and it was ham and cheese with peanut oil drizzled over it.
Huh? Peanut oil.
I like to get garlic better. I like to dip my calzone in garlic better.
Yeah. Calzone? Are you talking about the cows at your place? The calzone?
Yeah,
that's what you should call your. That's what you should call it. That's what you should get at. That's what you should call your farm, the calzone.
Yeah, calzone. That's pretty good, actually.
Hey, what are you eating? The calzone. A-I-O-U. A-O-I-O-U. And we got Hotshot. What's going on, dude?
Not much. How about you?
Oh, not a whole lot. We had people asking about you last week. Actually, the last 2 weeks they were asking how you made out. So we'll get we'll probably start with you tonight, and we'll talk about if you got something, what you got, and how you like it, and how you're feeling. I guess
I got a new toy.
Yeah, very cool. And we want to hear about it.
All right.
Gizzard, what's going down?
Hey, not a whole lot, man. The highlight of my evening's being invited to your chat, so I'm looking forward to great things from this.
That's what the bad is. I don't know. If you say, I mean, people probably just want to hug you when you say that and be like, the poor guy. Going down and chicken down.
Just pretty much a laid back weekend spent with my daughter. Got home this afternoon, hopped into Rich's chat, spent a couple hours there with him and Night Strike and Snob, and then here you come along, and here comes the closer
to ruin out the night. I mean, round out the night, right?
Yeah,
and
no pressure.
Yeah, that's okay. No pressure. Frankie's here. What's going on, Frankie?
Well, nothing much. Been working a lot. You know, the highlight of the week is to pop in here and hang out with the closer.
Absolutely. It's a little 2:38 there, right?
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean your gun.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what's going down? There you go. Hey, what's new?
What's new?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, besides what's in the box?
Ooh. I bet it's.
I said it was Bulletsy Justice, but he said Bulletsy.
Is that a Taurus?
It isn't lead. So.
It's.
I think
Justice is right here. He's watching the chat for me. So if anyone gets pissed that I didn't answer their questions, blame Bullet.
Yeah. So I got a question for you.
I might have an answer.
When we're looking at it to the right of the box, when you're looking at it to the left of the box, is that a Mako grip?
I mean,
is that one of the bipod grips? Yep. Yeah, I have the same one. Yep. Is that a Mako or a knockoff? Mine's a knockoff.
It's a Fab Defense, but it's by the Mako group. So it's like Fab Defense and Mako, it's all the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are actually really nice. Those are way, way nicer than like the grip pods, the super straight ones. Although when I have I have the same one. The only issue I have is I inadvertently hit the button if I'm not careful.
Yeah, I got the Fab Defense angled grip on my 12.
You must have much bigger hands than mine to inadvertently hit it.
Well,
yeah. Well, I don't know what's in the box. Let's see. What do you guys think's in this box here? Let's see. I don't know if there's any. You gotta look around the table to see if there's any
magazines.
hints. Magazine?
Dirty magazine.
Probably a whole bunch of magazines.
Dirty magazines.
Is it something
My
from
dirty
Ruger?
magazines wouldn't fit in that box.
Is it from Ruger?
Yes,
Or do you just have something in a Ruger box? Because that's not fair.
It's from Ruger.
That's teasing.
Yeah, that would be bullshit.
An SP-101?
Nope.
Is it a revolver?
Red Hawk.
It is not a Red Hawk. It is not a revolver.
Security 9.
Easy.
All right, you had like 3 people talking at once, so
We all said Security 9.
it is not a Security 9.
Well, this is stupid. Then I'm shutting the show down.
American.
All right, which you
1911.
is it? A very very tiny Ruger Precision?
No.
Is it a box full of Slim Jims? Rob C wants to know.
It's not a box full of Slim Jims because I would have wrapped it in a newspaper and put meat candy on the side.
Okay.
So everyone's done guessing?
I said
All
also
right.
too, and you didn't.
Open a damn box.
Probably a Ruger
Oh, it's a squirrel.
American.
Oh, it's a mag.
It's a book. Is that Grips?
No, because what was in the box is on my hip.
Oh,
Ooh, SR 1911.
It was 1911.
that's a sweet pea shooter. Oh, and 1 millimeter. Wow, that's not very big.
Yeah, I think Jumpy's about to stroke out himself.
I don't think. Oh, he is in here. Oh, jeez.
In which way?
Um,
Oh, God.
do we really? I thought this was supposed to be kind of a family-centric show.
He's sweating it out there in the chat.
I could have been a lot more blatant and obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But, like last week when we were talking about the Japanese restaurant, and I said what RL said.
Yeah.
No one cares what RL says about his Japanese restaurant and the little lady boys.
Oh, yeah.
That
Wait,
thing's
that
all-
was the Taiwanese.
I remember that.
So there was nothing about lady boys there. I don't know what you're looking at. What Japanese restaurants you're funny.
So are those aftermarket grips? Those are aftermarket grips, right?
Yeah, they're hold on.
Are they Ruger? Are they factory Ruger grips or no?
No, these are the grips that came on it. They're just regular Hogue rubber grips.
Yeah.
But I had these Packmeyers left over from what I had on my Taurus. Debating whether or not I want to go and get some of those AAO custom grips and put on it or not.
I don't know,
Already
man.
got front side on order.
If you like the finger grooves, there's some gnarly finger grooves. Oh. Are you changing the rear sight too or no?
No, I'm just going to put a fiber optic front on because this is all blacked out. I just put some white paint on it. No, there apparently is supposed to be a one with the Novak night sights that's still stainless, but it's the black nitride coating. But apparently they're rarer than Gary's teeth. So,
oh wow, well you got that going for you then. Jumpy says, "Is it a 10 millimeter?" Yes, Jumpy, it is a 10.
It's a 10 millimeter.
Don't get
Proceed
me
to
and
do your
Ellis
happy
mixed
dance.
up with each other.
Oh yeah, that's
They
right.
kinda
You're a
look
rooster,
alike.
not a hen.
Just because I have the same haircut.
Well, I don't know. Did you just see the recent post by the Scotsman? Mr. Ellis done got sophisticated.
Mr.
Yeah.
Sharp Dressed Man.
Yeah, but I got my hair whacked off too. So.
When you said that, I thought you
Whacking
said
off your hair. Why?
I thought you said fisticated, like somebody punched him in the face. I was like, what?
You
Well, he
know
might
that
have been
ceiling fan in
sophisticated at
Gary's
one point in
background?
time.
That
Looks
ceiling
like-
fan in
looks like
Gary's
it's a
background made
propeller.
him look like he had a mohawk.
It kind of looks like he's getting his
Yeah.
head waxed.
Looks like the
Look at it
world's
right there where
biggest
he's
beanie.
got a mohawk. Man,
It's
it's
a
a new
beanie.
mohawk boy.
Yeah, it's one of those beanies with the propeller on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There's
Hey,
George.
George.
Yeah.
Oh,
George
George
made
K.
it
Pasa. Yeah. Very cool. All right. So what's going on with everybody? What's going on in the world today? What's going on in the world today? Anything new? I didn't get to really listen to a whole lot of chats today. I didn't really.
Yeah, we were talking about it briefly in my show that one of the accusers of Kavanaugh had been referred to a prosecutor for lying to Congress.
Oh, snap. That's no bueno for them, huh? What did they lie about? Or they didn't say?
Some guy contacted his senator in Rhode Island, said that his friend was molested by Kavanaugh and his buddy on a boat in Rhode Island, somewhere where Kavanaugh has never been. And, the senator told the committee looked into it, found out he was lying, and Grassley referred him to the FBI for lying to Congress.
Oh, so what's the penalty for that?
It's the same thing as perjury.
Okay.
So he could be spending a few years in federal penitentiary if convicted.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's no
They
good.
said something about Feinstein as well, though.
Oh no, not Feinstein. That was what's her face? Kamala Harris. She is taking the Kavanaugh thing and using it to campaign on behalf of MoveOn.org. But remember, this wasn't political.
Yeah. Everything's political. It's just degrees of how political it is. That's no. That's the main issue for me is the
didn't Maisie Hirono from Hawaii also get? Wasn't she also campaigning?
I don't know. I didn't see anything about it.
Yeah, I can't remember if she's a senator or a congressman.
Yeah, she's one. She's a senator too, I believe.
Yeah, she got caught doing it. She sent out an email to everybody. We need to stop Kavanaugh. Donate money.
Oh, wait a minute. You have to be part of Congress in order to lie to Congress. Yeah,
Bring money. See you at Disneyland. Bring money.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So, but I did see a headline. Is it, what's going on with Senate with him? Did it go to Senate? It did go to Senate, right?
It's going to the Senate after the FBI investigates for a week.
Right.
Which they've already investigated this guy multiple times. And the Montgomery County, Maryland police chief and county prosecutor put out a joint statement saying that even if they were to get a complaint and investigate this, they would most likely only be investigating it as a misdemeanor, and the statute of limitations would have been up a year after it happened, which means there would be no prosecution to come out of it anyway.
Mm-hmm. I saw a funny meme the other day. It showed some FBI agent. It said, "Are we saying that the same people that haven't given us an answer for the Vegas massacre in over a year are gonna investigate a high school party from 1982 in a week?" I was like, what the hell are you gonna do, man? What do you do?
What is there to investigate? There's no.
That's what I mean. Like,
there's no crime scene because she doesn't even know where the hell it happened. Just that it happened, apparently.
Well, that she believes it happens.
The idea is,
or that something happened to her.
They want to stop it. They want to stop it so then they can wait for the blue wave and then sandbag for 2 years.
Drag their feet. Yeah,
that's all they want to do. They don't care. And then that what is it? That Republican or whoever did it threw that FBI investigation out as like an olive branch or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was on. And I just caught like the last 10 minutes of 60 Minutes, and they had some big deal about how, these two senators did something unheard of nowadays. They compromised on some bullshit.
Double T out there says the Bond bullpup is a gimmick at $1,100 MSRP. Is that really what they're selling for?
Dude, it's a lot cheaper than what Boberg was asking for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, base price on just a regular stainless 40 like that was $1,300.
Jeez.
Son of a bitch.
Getting their diamond coat, blackened one, add another $200 onto that, and then when they made their long slide, Yeah, you weren't getting into one of those for under $2,000.
Yeah,
They can
yeah. I
keep
was
them.
about to say some of those were $2,000, but you beat me to it.
I could have swore they were like $8.99 or something. They were gonna be $8.99 or something when I first heard about them.
They were going to, yeah. That's what they kept telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once
Maybe
again,
they realized how few people were interested in it, and they're like, "Oh shit, we better jack this price up so we can try and make some money on it or break even."
It's one of those things where any early adopter is going to be you're paying for all the R&D that went into making
that's what I mean.
that.
And remember that $10.99 is the manufacturer's suggested retail, so you're probably looking more around $9.99, which
I was
still
gonna say $9.50 or something.
Yeah,
Except still, it's a truckload of money, man.
Yeah, except for when you ordered the Bobergs from Boberg, it was full retail. There was no middle ground.
That's the one that Yankee got. They stiffed him on it for such a long time, and he saw him at SHOT Show or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
So did he?
I don't know if it was that or if he just called him up and expected not to have to pay full retail like everyone else was paying and got pissed at it.
No, I thought he had ordered one and they kept giving him a runaround.
I don't know.
It was something along those lines.
I've seen the manufacturing facility that Boberg was making it in, and it is not something that is geared for production. It's more like extended prototype stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. In any case, it was the Boberg thing that Yankee got PO'd about.
Mm-hmm.
Or like he talked. Oh wait, it was like he talked to. Was it Aaron? Was his name? The guy who actually set up the company, and this was his baby, and he just got pissed at him. But then again, Yankee's also been pissed at Fort Scott, and apparently he likes their ammunition again.
No, I think they kept blowing him off, and then he saw him, and I think didn't he say something to the guy's wife or somebody that was there was like, "Hey, don't even bother." Or whatever, and she chased him down. I think he said, I don't know. So did Yankee get a deal? I wonder if he got a deal on this one or not. I would imagine. After all that?
Well,
it's a different company now.
Yeah, it's completely different. Boberg sold the patent rights to the action design to Bond Arms. So
isn't that who he was dealing with originally?
No, he was originally
back when it was a Boberg. Back when it was Boberg Firearms of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
But now it's Bond Arms of Bumfuck, Texas, or wherever. I don't know.
Is he still pissed off at Chiappa? I think
probably.
No, I think he finally got his 3-inch. That wasn't the cracked white skin pattern.
3-inch cracked white skin. What are we talking about?
For SHOT Show. Was it last year or a year before?
A white rhino?
No, it wasn't a white rhino. It was they hydro dipped it to where the gun looked like rhino skin, so it was like a wavy gray with black, kind of weird ass pattern on it. And yes, that was one of the things where Yankee said, so take it with however much salt you choose, that Chiappa said, "Oh yeah, we'll send you," or
the first
spent
one.
Several hours on the phone with like, "Oh, you really need to make a 3-inch. Really need to make a 3-inch because I'm the Yankee Marshal," or something like that.
Hey, I thought that was the white rhino. I don't know.
No, they made the white rhinos from the very beginning. It was just instead of spray painting them black, they spray painted them silverish.
Yeah.
Usually people like my Yankee Marshal, I'm a grown-ass man shirt. But I wore it to like a farm that kids go to. I got a lot of dirty looks from parents. Lots of people were giving me dirty ass looks.
You took your kids to a farm. They're going to see animals making smaller animals. What the hell's your problem?
You should all you got to do is you got to go get a big sticker of a donkey and put it there. And he's like, "I'm a grown ass man." And then
I've had people say they like the werewolf one. Rather. I carry silver bullets because I'd rather be judged by 12 than eaten by 1.
Werewolf. Yeah.
I've had people say they like that one. That's the only Yankee Marshal shirt I have. That was before he turned into as far goofball left as he has lately.
Scott says, yeah, Yankee got his 3-inch non-white rhino.
Mm-hmm. We all know he likes it black and 3 inches.
I have some disturbing news.
Uh-oh.
You're not getting the Snuggie?
Does your Jimenez tooth have a cavity?
No. First of all, I'm playing this game and I'm all out of rounds for my rifle, and I'm stuck with a 1911 handgun running around here trying to kill probably 12-year-olds. And
why are you trying to
Please
kill
don't.
12-year-olds?
Can you please not say it like that?
well, I'm playing this game
What are
and
you
I'm
doing,
playing
man?
against these 12-year-olds. And then
And they're whooping your ass.
yeah, because all I have is a handgun.
12-year-olds. I'm like, what?
Well, if they're 12, you should be a big enough man to just pick them up and throw them away.
I'm
Why
gonna
don't you just
yell
kill
at
one
them.
of them and take their rifle?
Yeah.
Because I was a sniper,
Yeah.
so they're far away. I was clipping them from like 200
You're trying
yards.
to snipe them with a 1911?
No, well now
Well,
I have no choice. Now I'm dead. Jesus criminy!
Well, haven't
Oh,
you seen the ads in the
God.
shotgun news with the 1911 conversion kits with the 16-inch barrel and shoulder stock?
There you go.
Well,
Maybe on
anyways,
Battlefield 4 on a Pistol and Looney server where you had the scope on top of the 1911. But then the 44 was better for that anyway. Anyway.
Come
You
on,
just
be
need
a
to
real
get that
man. We all
crazy
know that
large.
for online games, you're not a real man unless you're walking around knifing people in the back. Forget your sniper
that
rifle and your
crazy large?
1911.
Battlefield 4, you didn't walk around sniping people in the back. If you just walked up to them and you hit the F key and you would like slice their throats and stuff.
so
Press F for respect.
there's this little town out. It's called Maryville, and I guess a couple hours ago somebody walked in there and just started shooting the place up and killed a 1-year-old child.
Ugh.
So expect that might be on the news, or I'll be real busy at work tomorrow. But it's pretty sad. But I mean, what can you do this day and age, right, folks? And no reason, just walked in there. So it was like, what's going on here? So pretty sad. Sorry to bring the chat down.
No, I was just gonna pull it up here and see.
What about the mother in Morgantown, West Virginia, that somebody was trying to rape her 12-year-old daughter in her bedroom, and she walked in and blew the guy's head off with a shotgun.
That's been known to happen.
Literally blew the guy's head off with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally said in the story that the shotgun destroyed most of his head.
Shotguns are known for removing chunks of meat and bone.
Yep.
That's why they're so effective.
Said that he looked up at her and she shot him right in the face. At point blank range with a 12 gauge.
Oof.
Hey, goddamn.
Pretty bad. I don't know. Did you find anything on that yet? I just can't. Cindy just called me and was like, "Did you hear about this?" I'm like, oh my God. Just tragedy all around, I tell you. Tragedy all around.
No, pull up CNN here and see if they got any fake news on it.
Well, if no more than 4 people have lost their lives, they're not going to report on anything.
Yeah.
Well, they'll report on it if it's a white male that did it and not a...
Yeah,
No,
and it had to be
white.
done with an AR or something, high capacity magazine, not a revolver or a shotgun.
Or a handgun or something.
Report it.
So where was it?
It was in Maryville, Indiana.
Well, Philo put something in the chat earlier about Hobart, Indiana.
Might have been in there because they're very close together. Hobart and Maryville are like right next to each other. So it could have been over. You 12-year-old, how dare you shoot me?
Yeah. Shooting reported at Indiana Walmart.
There it is.
Yeah, Hobart. Hobart's a restaurant thing too. Hobart mixers and stuff.
And welders.
And welders, yeah.
I own a Hobart welder.
I used to weld.
Yeah, but do you own a Cleveland steamer?
No, I do not.
How about a Stalin steamer?
That's
How
a real
about
thing.
A rusty gas pump?
I didn't. I actually didn't know. I knew Cleveland's a brand that does restaurant stuff, and I had no idea. I had no idea until it was years ago. Man, this was 10 years ago or so. I was at a restaurant show. It was all restaurant. Actually, I think it was at the Javits Center up in New York. It was huge, and downstairs is like small wares and plates and all that kind of shit, and then second floor was small equipment, and then the third floor was like large equipment. Ovens. They literally have ovens and all that kind of stuff. And we're just kind of wandering around looking, and I kind of look over, and it was like I took a picture of it, and it was on my old phone. I don't have it anymore, but it's literally had like one of those like bright lime green, bright like poster board where they cut it out in like a starburst pattern or something to kind of catch your attention, and it said like Cleveland steamer, $1,500. I was like, God damn, it's a lot for a Cleveland steamer.
Well, the question is, have you had a Stanley steamer?
Nope.
Stanley steamer, we do carpets cleaner.
Great. Now I'm going to get a copyright strike.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have an important thing to tell you, Midnight. It's very important. Okay, so I was at the local parade yesterday, and they were throwing out candy everywhere. And you know what? I never got as they were throwing out candy. They never threw out a Slim Jim. I don't know what is wrong with people in my town.
Well, you got a cheap ass fire department then or something.
Well, it's like, and all these politicians running for office had floats too, and they weren't throwing out Slim Jims either. Ridiculous.
True, but I don't think you can get Slim Jims in the 50-pound bulk packs from your local Costco.
I'm going to hand them out for Halloween this year, I think.
That would be good.
Mommy,
well, those
kids will be coming back 5 or 6 times.
We've got
the dad's there with a pillowcase.
Yeah. Snob, that's how you know that you're elected. If your officials are all dirty politicians, because if they were really trying to win votes, they'd be throwing Slim Jims out there, probably throwing out like bubble gum and shit.
Yeah,
really
my daughter.
Go ahead.
This week is our homecoming parade, and my daughter's a cheerleader, so she'll be on a float in it. So I'm thinking maybe I should, get a box of Slim Jims that she can throw out instead.
That would be awesome. That would be hilarious. Whip out the little, they make the little. They're a couple inches long. I don't know.
The little chubby sausages or whatever
juniors.
they are.
Well, they make like little. I don't know if they call them juniors or something. They're just the little guys.
They're like the size is about around like $50 and maybe about as long as my thumb.
Well, I think they do make them with the regular Slim Jim where they're thin, but they're just short. I remember when I was a kid. Maybe they don't make them anymore. I don't know. So but that would be it would be awesome for her to just like just wait until she's right in front of you and then throw a handful out and have you run out and grab and be like, that's my favorite candy ever.
Yeah.
And have your wife just
you're making me hungry. He's saying Slim Jim calzone sandwiches.
There you go. Have your wife videotape people's reactions to you freaking out over Slim Jim candies and be like, what this guy, how special is this dude? What is he talking about, man?
You gotta remember, I know pretty much everybody in my town, so
just wait till he gets tackled.
There's what, 10 of you?
Yeah.
Oh, there is like
all with the last name of Johnson.
Hey, there's Bob. Hey, there's the other Bob. How you guys doing?
Don't forget Howard.
Bob or other Bob.
And then you got what the hell is his name? The crazy
Scotsman?
Frontier guy. No, the crazy Frontier guy. Standing up on top of the water tower. The sheriff's coming.
Oh, Gabby Johnson.
Yeah, Gabby, that's it.
The sheriff is nearer.
No, the sheriff is up.
It's too bad. They tore down our water tower whenever I was in junior high because we had, one of the water towers you could climb up, and every year the seniors always climbed up it and spray painted it.
Yeah, I think that's every small town. Every small town does that. Mine was the same way.
That we had a bridge too that we spray painted.
Yeah,
I always one of those.
Remember that, like, you see, people that had spray painted up there, and I'm like, I wonder how many people in the United States have fallen off of freaking water towers all up doing that shit. They find them all crumpled up at the bottom, Like that's what you get, asshole.
The key is to be drunk, much like auto accidents. The body is loose enough to where you're only going to be mostly dead.
Right. You just bounce off the rungs on the way down.
Dude, like 4 or 5 years ago in Tulsa, they had a guy climb up on a TV antenna and stay there for like 4 days. Or TV tower, you know, on top of a TV station. Anyways, which everybody kind of forgot about it. He got arrested, whatever. Well, the other day it pops up on my phone. The tower guy from 2013 arrested for bank robbery.
Oh, like, wow. He's moving on up.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he needed a good vantage point to plan out his caper. Like, okay, Second National's right over there. I've got 4, 6, 8 blocks to the freeway. The cop shop is over there. Man, this would be a lot easier if I had a biplane.
They literally left the guy up there for like 3 or 4 days. Nobody went up to get him.
Oh, shit. I was trying to say hello to Obnoxious, and I timed him out. Oh, man.
Why would you do that?
I was trying to say hi. I was trying to say hello. I don't know what happened.
You realize now he's going to bring out Shark King, though.
Well, I'll say hello to Shark King then, too.
Sharkino? Maple fried chicken. Any thoughts?
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
There's Jumpy. You don't know what else is going to be in it.
There's a place I'm trying to remember who used to do it, but they would do a honey chicken where they would actually brine it in, kind of like I did. I did my turkey for Thanksgiving. If you watch that video, I brined it in brown sugar and stuff like that and water. They would do it in honey and water. And then bread it, and it was nice because it gave it real like a nice sweet mild honey flavor. That was killer. That was really good.
So kind of curing it.
No, it's a brine. Yeah, I mean you're not curing it. You're just brining it for like a night or something to let it. It's like salt, honey, water, whatever the hell else herbs or whatever they put in it, and it just Shark Cane's here.
You're only. You're only pickling your meat.
Hey, Shark Cane, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, shit. Man, I hit the wrong button again. Dude, this laptop must be plugged in wrong or something. I don't know.
Midnight. Did you remember to wipe the grease from your Slim Jim off your fingers?
That's what it is. That's what it was. Hold on.
He's busy making another account now.
Okay, we're good then.
Now it's going to be Obnoxious Cane Shark.
Obnoxious Cane Shark.
They just gave him a channel name. He was having to think about it.
Obnoxious Cane. There you go. But anywho, so
that's what you sit on.
But anywho, yeah. Hey George. Was that George?
Yeah.
He heard us a Slim Jim talk. He's looking for a snack. So a while back we had an impromptu discussion with Hotshot here, or I guess about Hotshot here. Busted up his collarbone, was looking for a new carry piece. We gave him a whole bunch of nonsensical, poorly guided advice, I'm sure. So, a bunch of people, a couple of people have been asking, say, hey, what do you get? So, he decided to hop in tonight. And Hotshot, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you got?
Hey, so I took all of your bad advice, and I got a Smith & Wesson 642 38 special and plus B for my new carry.
There you go.
Sweet.
And if I can figure out how to do this, apparently not.
What are you trying to do?
My camera.
Yeah,
are you on your phone?
Phone or PC?
PC.
Oh, there you go. Hold on. I'm slacking.
Shiny stainless.
Oh, bobbed hammer. I like those grips. They ripped off the Ruger Jeep. The Ruger.
Guys, we can all see it while you're talking.
No, it's kind of like the Packmeyer or American grips with the little wood inserts.
Mm.
And apparently you can only get them with the I spent a little extra and got the Performance Center.
Nice. Very nice. Very cool. How do you like the bobbed hammer thing?
I actually like it. It comes out of the pocket real nice. Whether
I guess that's not a bobbed hammer, right? That's a hammerless.
Yeah, it's shrouded.
Yeah.
And I'm carrying full loads of 38 special hollow point for self-defense.
Now, are you shooting that offhand with your left hand like we were talking, or are you still using your right hand?
It's on my right side. I feel more comfortable and accurate with strong hand with it. But we recently learned my collarbone is not healing 100%. Because of high lead counts.
Yeah.
Because I also do I run IDPA at my local range. And you can feel every blast from them. And then the next day I had to go see, and I still have part of my collarbone still broken after coming up on 5 months now.
Dang.
Yeah, that's definitely not good.
Yeah, no.
Did they have to put any plates or anything in when you did that?
So I have 1 plate and 12 screws.
So are they going to have to go back in and operate again on that? Or?
I'm hoping not, but they said that if it's not getting any better in May next year, that they're probably going to go back in and take the hardware out and just seal me back up. I'm going to try to show what it looked like when it got broke and then the plate and all. So I don't know if that's going to.
Hold on a second. Yeah, keep it there.
Damn.
Holy son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's not broke. That's like completely dislocated.
Yeah.
Actually, surprisingly, no dislocations. But the part coming straight up and towards where you can see the skin tried to come out and went back in.
A protruding break or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, how did you do this break?
BMX biking. So those little bicycles where they do spinning the bike around and do flips on.
So pretty much good old-fashioned tomfoolery.
Yeah, exactly. Nice little workout. And that's the plate and 12 screws.
Son of a bitch. Look at that. Wow.
Question tell me to throw a little JB weld on that.
Yeah, that's
do you still do BMX biking?
Haven't done it in a while now, but I definitely plan on the anniversary to go back and beat the jump that took me out.
Famous last words.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Hold my X-ray. I'll be right back.
The great thing about that, he's going to need that gun for a few more years, the way it sounds.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's a hell of a thing to do to get an excuse to buy a new pistol, to buy a new revolver. I don't know that I would go that far.
Hey, any excuse though, right?
That's taking it to the extreme, you know.
Sure, Midnight, but would you do it for a Klondike bar?
Probably.
No.
All right, I'm jumping out. I gotta go to bed.
David Bowling's Kingpin's pushing you out there. I don't know. He's like, heck yeah, get back on the bike, man. Yeah, it's not your goddamn bones, David.
Good night, Snob.
Night,
Snob.
All right,
Thanks,
later, guys.
Later.
Yeah, my little sister brought her boyfriend.
Hell yeah, those are your
He was like,
bones.
"Oh yeah, I broke my collarbone. It healed within a couple months." I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah, collarbone nasty. They break.
So is that just a,
talking last time Romo had retired because he broke his. You know?
Is that just a single break, or was there multiple breaks?
That's 3 breaks.
3.
So how old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, okay. So you don't have that old guy excuse.
I mean, I have the lead excuse. Does that work?
Just drink more milk.
Lead, are you from Flint?
No. Being out on the range and being downrange on an indoor range, having all the lead dust fall on me so many times, and I'm a smoker, and you only get like 5 minutes in between each group you do. Run outside, have a quick smoke, come back in. Didn't wash my hands with D-lead.
Mm-mm.
Jumpy says
tougher.
Jumpy McDonald's doesn't do the stem cell shakes anymore. That was like a limited time offer.
Jumpy says, eat some stem cells. You'll be fine. I think that's what's in the mac sauce.
I think that's what's in their McRib. That's how they make the McRibs. They aren't. They're not pork. They just put some stem cells in a little McRib shape.
And the mold.
They're grown. Yeah, so Ronald McDonald was right. Their hamburgers are grown in vegetable patches.
Can't beat that. I mean, it's super healthy then. How could you not want them?
Yeah, I mean, it answers the question. Is this McRib vegan? Yes, it was picked today.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is tomato worms.
You ever been in Walmart and the idiot in front of you asked the cashier if the beef jerky's vegan? It says beef right on the damn thing.
Doesn't say soybean or beef flavored or beef flavored meat byproduct.
I was one of my guys. We were talking about this the other day. One of my guys used to work at a brew house, and they used a stout, some kind of stout, I think, in their beer or in their pizza dough, and they would do like they had vegan pizzas on the menu or vegetarian pizzas on the menu, and some woman got totally freaked out, like went nuts on them, and because she found out that the beer was that they had beer in the dough, so it had yeast in it basically, and she was vegan and freaked out. I'm like,
does she not realize that
already dead?
Single cell plant.
What? What'd you say?
Yeast is a plant. Fungus is a type of plant.
I don't know.
No. Fungus is fungus. It's a completely different.
It's a single cell. Yeah, but it's actually considered a single cell plant. If you look it up, funguses are in the plant family.
I'm just talking fungus as a species or as a life form is different from plant and animal. It has characteristics of both, but
they get categorized with plants most of the time. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying most of the time they get categorized as plants. So technically speaking,
So what was on the menu tonight there?
Could be considered a vegan. It's got yeast in it.
What was on the menu where now?
What
was on the menu for dinner tonight there, pal?
Who, me? Shit, nothing. I didn't work today.
Well,
I didn't work
you did
today.
Eat dinner, didn't you?
Well,
yeah, I think I had.
We want to know what you get on the off hours.
You know what? Yeah, I had a turkey and cheese sandwich, man. I was really kicking ass and taking names at the house today. Little guy had some dino nuggets. Rocking. They're organic. They're good. He likes them. And
what you're saying
from meat aged 65 million years.
My wife was more of a chef today than Midnight was.
Yeah.
She made.
I've had a pretty rough week. I've actually I haven't been feeling all that well. So and I still worked 6 days. So I was pretty wiped out. I actually said to the Ape the other day, I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to do the show, and I really wasn't up to about an hour and a half before I started. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. Fungus does not produce its own energy. It eats dead animals and plants.
True. Neither does plants, though.
Beanie weenies.
Beanie weenies. Beanie beanies.
Beanie babies?
So I'm assuming Beanie Weenies is where you take like the old Beanie Babies, grind them up, and put them in like a silk case.
No. Beanie Weenie is hot dog in baked beans.
Yeah,
well, that's just Franken beans.
Same thing, I think.
No, the Beanie Weenie is an actual brand. I forget who makes it. It comes in a little can off top.
Franks and beans.
Beans and Franks. Franks and beans. Beans and Franks. Franks and beans.
Beanie burgers. They are so fun to eat.
Kingpin says garbage. Well, I think he's
Garbage
trying to
Pail
say
Kids.
Garbage Pail Kids were better. Garbage Pail Kids were the shit back in the day.
Yes.
I love those, man.
Quite literally in some senses.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them
They were
were
cool.
Yeah, there was one that looked like a big pile of it. So.
Yeah, they were cool.
And they had good gum, too. Their gum
now
they
they have,
gave
like, the
in
garbage
Garbage
gang.
was much better than baseball cards.
They got like the garbage gang now or something. My son wants them so bad.
Oh, really?
Everything old is new again.
Oh, you know what? Is
like,
that?
They're
Is
like
it their kids or
Shopkins.
something?
They're like yeah. My kid, it's like Shopkins, but it's like the garbage pail version of Shopkins. Instead of like meat, like milk or like whatever eggs, it's like gross, nasty trash food. I didn't mean to kill it.
I gotta try and do. I remember having those, and they only did a couple of series of those. I think they're pretty collectible now, and they had a bunch that were stickers and stuff like that. Those are hard to
And
find.
full size posters and that.
Yeah, the cards were actually all stickers.
Oh, they were all stickers?
Yeah, they were all stickers.
Oh, cool. I didn't remember that.
Yes, just go on YouTube. You'll be able to find like all the retro toy guys and that have videos on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're neat. Remember that? Yeah, Mad Balls too. Mad Balls are pretty cool.
Say about those. Those were like Screaming Mimi, the baseball that was like screaming like somebody, like in the old like Looney Tunes cartoons when the ball would get hit, it would be screaming.
Yeah, those are neat. A lot of cool stuff. The I gotta do a disassembly video yet, man. I haven't had a chance to do it.
And reassemble. Put it back together.
Yeah, see, I could have lied and said I did it live, but I had to go and say I wasn't blindfolded.
So what are you gonna do there? What are you thinking?
Me?
AK?
I don't know. Either I don't know. I mean, I would probably have more. I'll tell you what. I have trouble without a blindfold sometimes getting the bolt back in. I always miss the rail and stuff because you got to have the bolt in the bolt carrier just right, or it doesn't go down in. So I would probably look like a complete ass clown doing that. I probably just should do my 9mm because that's nice and easy. I was gonna do it the other night, and I needed to get to bed.
So see, you can do a couple of them. You can do your wife's P938.
Mm-hmm.
Or she can do it. Why don't you have her do it?
I've been trying to get her to do a damn
merrier.
video, and nobody even got behind me with the squid jerky. Nobody wanted it. Nobody tried to push her. Everybody was like, me.
That's
no, but she said no. I say, well, the boss has spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Hey, what was the deal with those rice noodles, that thing you did on Instagram? That was pretty cool.
He's a witch. He floats. He weighs the same as a duck. Burn the witch!
Yeah, it does kind of look like magic. Honestly, if you do it in front of a kid, the kid would probably his brain would fall out. No, they're just dried. They're just dried rice noodles, and you could buy them at grocery stores and stuff nowadays. Those are the real thin ones. They call them, a lot of times they'll just call them like rice vermicelli, and that was fryer oil. I mean, you could use regular oil too. I've used canola or whatever, but that was just our fryer oil, and you just get it really hot. You can't. I mean, normally you'd fry things at like 375 or something like that. I don't even know how hot that is. It's super hot. You just get it to the point where, it's really kind of moving around in the pan, and you just dip a little tip in there to see if it puffs, and that's it. Like, it's just, I don't know. It has something to do with, I'm not really even sure exactly why it does it. I think it's because the rice noodles have little microscopic little air pockets in them, and when you throw it in that oil, the oil is so hot it like superheats it, and the air expands, and they just puff up. And
was that
the
like
oil
the chips?
Yeah,
see it. So
well,
they're like kind of the puffy chip thing.
Well, these are like a really, really, really thin noodle. So yeah,
okay.
But you could do it with other stuff. Yeah, I mean, they do make rice they make rice in all sorts of different shapes now. So yeah, you could get something like that and make it. I just take them and then I tear like it puffs up, and I dust it with a little Cajun seasoning, and then just tear like chunks of it off and use it as a garnish. It's really cool looking. But I mean, texturally, it's kind of like a cheese curl or something like that, like a little cheesy poof, but like really thin and delicate. That's it. It's just, it is like what you saw is that's it. You just dry right out of the package, drop them in, and they puff up. It's pretty cool.
So was I seeing things, or did the kind of oil like vapor and flash over when you dropped it in?
No, there was a pan going beside it.
Okay.
So that's where the flames came from. Yeah, we were doing some other prep and stuff. So there was some flames that came over from out of off screen. Basically, when you put them in, it's that all you get is a little bit of, I guess maybe too, it's because the rice noodles they do have a
little bit of moisture in them.
Yeah. A little bit of moisture in them. So I guess the cells could have a little bit of moisture when it hits that superheated oil, it just expands and
kind of like popcorn, but on a much smaller scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's it. I mean, it's kind of a fun thing to do at home. If you do it at home, definitely use a big pot, like something wide bottom, so that it's not like tipping over on you or something. Because I'll tell you what, man, if you would spill that or something, that would be pretty ugly.
Be bad, okay? Spilling boiling oils and go bad.
Yeah, it's rough. So, yeah.
And remember, boys and girls, if you have an oil fire, do not put water on it. Smother it.
That's right.
Get a lid or get a big box of the Arm & Striker fire.
Did you scoop them out with a tongs, or?
I just picked it out with a tong because I threw in a chunk. There's a lot of time when you get them, the rice noodles are usually kind of like folded over on themselves, like dried,
And like dried ramen noodles.
And because these are so super thin, it's almost like a nest. So you just sort of break off a piece of it and throw it in, and when it puffs up, it stays kind of together like a.
Is it any of the rice noodles? Because I've got some like the glass noodles and the super thin ones, where it is a big hard nest. Yeah,
there are certain ones that when you see, sometimes what people think are rice noodles are actually made out of like potato starch.
Soba.
Yeah, well, buckwheat. Soba's buckwheat, yeah. But I mean, and there's somen, which is a little thin wheat noodle that wouldn't work. I'm not sure if one of the potato starch noodles would work. They make a sweet potato or a yam noodle that's made out of potato starch. And they also make some out of tapioca. You can actually get tapioca noodles too.
There you go, man.
So those I would not use. Oh, there's my video. But I don't think they would do it. But yeah, if it's a rice noodle, for sure. And if you go to a lot of local grocery stores have them nowadays. They use them for like pho and like Vietnamese noodle soups, like pho, or these you wouldn't really use in a whole lot of like pad thai or something like that because they're so delicate. But these are usually used for like soups and brothy stuff.
All right.
I like the way that starch to it.
You kind of break them up, or you leave them long?
You just leave them long, yeah. And honestly, if you get one pack, like one pack will be like, kind of what I threw in there was probably, geez, I don't know. Let me see it. Leave that up there, Abe. What I threw in was probably.
Sorry, I know you guys are like, yeah, just look at it, but
no, that's cool. I was just wanted to see because, I mean, that is probably like a sixth of what you would get in a pack. Okay. It's a very small amount, but it puffs up to like a big like fluffy cloud almost of like,
it's like
12 by 6. Yeah, it does. It's pretty cool.
So you gotta be careful so it doesn't throw that oil all over the place.
It doesn't spit and sputter because it's not. It doesn't have enough moisture.
Got like maybe an inch and a half of oil in the bottom of that pan?
Yeah, you don't need a whole lot. You just need enough that it would cover it. So yeah, if you have a pot and you put like an inch and a half of oil in it, get it cranked up, and you would be able to. I mean, I think it would be smart for you to not to have somebody there with you just in case. But if you took a little piece of it and dipped it in, you'd hear it crackle and crunch, and you'll feel it. Like it'll actually, you could feel it. Like if you held a long piece of it, of the noodle, and dipped it in, you could feel it like crackle and crunch on the end. It's really like, I don't want to say violent in a bad way, but it's pretty cool. Your daughter's like 10. You could do it with her, but you really have to be careful,
Yeah. Are those the kind? Because there was a Chinese restaurant that used to serve like a bowl of rice. They're kind of like the same thing, where it's like eating almost foam, but they were just like curled chip things.
Yep.
And they're all different colors and.
Probably the same thing. They probably just got like colored rice. Like they make them in. You can get rice noodles that look like macaroni. You can get rice noodles that look like little flat squares, and you can get different colors. That's probably what it was. Yeah. And then they just dusted them with like some kind of seasoning or, whatever. Yeah. They're pretty cool.
I've got one of those things of the nest of noodles. It's about the size of a loaf of bread.
Mm-hmm.
It's my mom. That's all she eats is rice. So I always have some stashed just in case they show up. So
yeah, if it is a rice noodle, then yeah, it would work. And Psycho out there said about the fried wontons. Yeah, they usually sometimes they're wontons. A lot of times they're egg roll wrappers that are done the same thing. They'll cut egg roll wrappers into little strips and throw them in a deep fryer. You don't have to do them super, super hot. You just fry them at like 375. And they kind of get like pork rinds almost. The same idea. They get like crackly and like lots of little air pockets in them. They're delicious.
They're Chinese nachos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're pretty cheap. Yeah. And what's neat is every once in a while, like we have some customers that come in and they'll just order those because we use them in salads and stuff. Hello? Is that George? Hello, George.
Kitty.
So they will order them and just get like a cup, like a dipping sauce or something, and almost like a bar snack. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and there's a Chinese restaurant that does that around here, where you're waiting for your food, they bring you out a plate of those with this sweet and sour kind of sauce that you dip them in.
Yeah, or duck sauce or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I would definitely. I mean, I would definitely, if with a kid your age, she would probably think it's like the most amazing thing ever. Wait, he took off on us, didn't he? Son of a bitch. Turns the show into all about him and then beats it.
Did your Slim Jim grease-covered fingers boot another person?
I might have. I don't know. Did Obnoxious find his way back in? I think so, right?
Yeah.
A bummer. Too bad. Better luck next time.
The beatus. Rice is a no-no if you have the beatus.
Yeah.
It's diabetes.
Beatus.
Your diabetes strips and testing supplies.
Stuff.
All right. Yeah. So there he is.
Hey.
That's cool. Now I was just saying, your daughter's at a fun age for that, man. If you would, be able to do it in a safe way or whatever, that would blow her mind. She'd love that shit.
All right.
I think that was the coolest thing ever.
I guess I'll be burning down making stuff in the kitchen tomorrow.
Just keep the fire extinguisher handy.
Yeah. I was gonna say you could even get the old if you got outside or whatever, you could always do it outside too, if you have a grill or something like that.
I'm perfectly fine doing stuff. I'll have her turn on the light so she can see, but
yeah. Well, it's not you're using such a small amount of oil. It's not, a huge, it's not super scary. And you're capable, you cook all the time. So I don't think it'll be, anything weird for you. But yeah, that's what I would do visually. For me, visually, you turn the oil on and you can actually see the oil start to like move around a little bit. and that's as it heats up, and that kind of gives you an idea. You wouldn't have that, so yeah, basically, you'll just have to test it or whatever. Unless you have, I don't even know what the temperature would be. Honestly, I just crank it up and kind of test it. And you'll put one in and it'll start to do something. You give it another minute, and then, when you put one in there, it's pretty cool. It puffs up pretty instantaneously. It's pretty neat. Did you do the finger trick with your thumb like I got home from your daughter? Or freak out your kids. All right. I don't know. What else is going on? Anything? If we don't have a whole lot, if there's not a whole lot else to talk about, we'll shut it down early tonight. I don't know. Does G have Glam? Does G have a van chat tonight?
He was already doing it earlier.
Yeah.
By the time you went live, he was already doing it.
He's still live.
Huh. What the heck?
Well, I think being on the road, he's
trying to get
into bed a lot earlier, not able to stay for long.
Hell yeah, man. It's a lot of driving. That's a lot of work, man. It wipes you out.
Then the fact he's not used to our hardy northern Midwestern climate, and apparently Marshmallow isn't being a nice fluffy bed heater for him.
Can't cuddle up with her.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Oh man. Sam Welch out there, what's going on? I feel like that might be an Instagram person. Sam, are you from Instagram? Or did I have a stroke and I forget what the hell's going on? It happens all the time.
You might have had a stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, you're eating all that dried squid and sniffing.
He says
okay.
No, I had a pretty cool conversation on Instagram back and forth with somebody the other day, and told him to check out the show. I thought maybe that's who it was. I can't remember. I'm super new to Instagram, so I get I'm getting a lot of people checking it out, which is really cool. I've got quite a few followers. I got 41 followers, which is cool. So I've had a couple of neat conversations on other people on some of the posts, and
141.
Maybe that was, something like that. Somebody thoughts on Kavanaugh? Oh, geez, I don't know. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I think it's a damn mess.
It's just a shit show.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
There's at this. I don't know, man. There's no way to know what's true and what's not true, and they're gonna do a whole bunch of looking into it and research and not be able to find anything either way, I'm sure. And now they're talking about that dude, like Rupan was talking about that dude up by him that lied about Kavanaugh doing something, and so that's going to throw a bunch of monkey wrenches in it. It sucks, man. I don't know. There's just a big speed bump for the guy, I think. Good or bad, I don't know, because it depends on which side you are. Are y'all Bears fans? Anybody Bears fan?
Bears.
Anybody a Bears fan? I don't know.
Roll call, you there?
Bad news Bears?
Bad news Bears. That's
Bad news Bears.
Yeah,
pretty
they won pretty handily today. Proud of the Bears. The Cubs pulled one out. They have to do a playoff tomorrow because they didn't want to win the last couple of games. So do or die for them tomorrow. The huge Bears win today. I think they won by like 32 points or something.
Goddamn.
So they did pretty good today. I was at work all day, so I don't know. I was kind of listening to it, but not paying attention.
Who won the Steelers game, you know?
They lost.
They lost.
Baltimore won.
Baltimore did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baltimore.
That sucks. I had it on. I was like listening to you and watching the games.
Mm.
So I think Calaveras is saying he's either a fan of professional pool or bocce ball. No football here. Prefer a sport that requires 2 balls.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about a snub nose 38 Smith & Wesson?
Well, it depends on what your use is. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I've been carrying that for
Nothing wrong with
months
it.
now.
Yeah.
I shot just bought one.
Oh, Frankie left.
Yeah, I like it.
She's been gone a little while.
Yeah.
She didn't get to bed.
442 that I carry.
It's like an ultralight type of deal with a laser.
And it's a 38. I mean, I don't know, man. 38's a good round. There's nothing wrong with the damn 38.
38 plus P, you'd be all right.
Because I carry a Taurus 85 and 38.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is hammerless. So
I just feel, I don't know. I've never shot a hammerless, so I guess I can't really give a whole lot of opinions. I don't know. I just feel like a revolver should have a
hammerless. It does have a hammer. It's just inside. It's just an internal hammer.
You know what I mean. It doesn't have an exposed hammer.
The question is, are you going to pocket carry it?
Yes.
Well, then I
you
guess
definitely want to get a shrouded hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, either get a
shrouded or
bob hammer or a one of the humpback ones where you still has the hammer, but it's all kind of in case you got that little nub. Because I looked at the stainless hammer, the hammerless Performance Center models, and honestly, for me, the double action trigger wasn't as good as my 438, which is the shrouded hammer where you still have the actual piece to cock it. But even the double action seemed heavier on the hammerless.
I think you should ask the
Yankee.
wife. No, I think roll call. I think you should tell the wife that you want the Kimber K6 for Christmas.
You know how much that thing is in my shop? That's like $789.
It's Christmas. If she loves you, she'll buy it for you.
Christmas time is here.
I sold an FN 509 Tactical, that new thing that just came out. Guess how much this kid paid for this? He paid $900. Over $996.
Yeah.
For this
wow.
I've seen him for $899 on sale.
We're talking not too far off TAC 45 money.
Yeah.
I told him to get the 686 Performance Center. 8 rounds, I think it was. 6 or 8 rounds.
686 is 7. The 627 is the one that has 8.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you already have at home and what you want. You know.
I will say that the Airweight 38s are lively little bastards when you shoot them.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, I love mine.
Just remember, you need to watch out for the knuckle on your thumb and the cylinder release.
Why? What will happen?
Well, the way I gripped and the way my fingers are.
You got those big monkey hands.
Really? Yeah, I got this big finger right here, too. As a matter of fact, I got 2 of them.
Patriot, close your eyes. Patriot, close your eyes. Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
Ugh.
Now, at least for my hands, when I'm holding it, if I tuck my thumb in like I normally do on a revolver,
tell me how you do
cylinder release can come back and take a little chunk of flesh off your thumb knuckle.
Yeah, my 642 does the same, so I kind of grab my thumb with my other thumb and hold it down.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yep. Now, can you...
Would you guys put the stock grips on yours?
Yeah. Mine still have the rubber grips on it.
Yeah, because I get the whole mono grip for it, so it's still short. I mean, it goes right to the base, and that's it. But I don't have that problem. I've never had any nicks or cuts or bumps or nothing from it.
Yeah, the new... I think the ones that came on mine, they're just Smith & Wesson branded Hogue rubber grips, or the boot grips.
But they're a 2-piece, though.
Yeah.
See, I got the 1-piece that used that little weird clip on the bottom that spreads it out.
Okay.
So, but they work good, and I've never had any issues with the release or anything. Of course, I don't know. You might have
Yes, my hands are probably different.
Yeah, different hands than mine, I'm sure.
You gotta get that. Yeah, the hammerless, and then you can just shoot it straight out of your pants. You don't even have to take it out of your pocket if you're wearing old pants. That's what's cool about it. Pocket carry.
Well, Paul Harrell shot him out of a purse.
Yeah.
He shot him out of his gym shorts.
Yeah.
He
out of bed.
Shot a gun in his bed while wearing SpongeBob pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
In the rain.
Yes, in the rain.
He didn't do it out of a Snuggie, though.
That's true.
Oh, he had a big, heavy, fluffy comforter. He didn't need a Snuggie.
Yeah. It's like
I'll tell you what, though, Rocco, when you're wearing that, you should be pretty safe in that Snuggie, because Paul Harrell always uses that high-tech fleece backstop.
Yeah, but that's like 30 layers. He would have to fold that thing over multiple times.
No. He just needs to go to like Goodwill or the second time around thrift store and just get like 30 or 40 Snuggies and just put them all on like front to back, alternating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
He'd be like that little kid in Christmas Story. I can't put my arms down.
Ralphie, I can't get up. Ralphie.
He can't even reach his pocket to get the pistol out. He just... Excuse me, can you pull that gun out and put it in my hand, please?
Well, with the Snuggies and the different layers, he can just like hide it between one of them and just kind of do this thing.
Do the taxi driver thing.
Talking to me? Oh, fuck! I dropped it. I can't bend at the waist either. A little help,
ma'am. Could you please pick that up and put it in my hand?
Excuse me, ma'am. I realize you're trying to gouge my eyes out and take my purse, but could you pick up that revolver and put it in my hand, please?
You gotta hold it sideways and pull the trigger with your thumb, because you can't put your arms forward.
I had a great question today. This guy comes in there and we have these little bells, so people, when people are getting ammunition, and they'll tell you to go to the ammunition case. And this guy's like, I have a Taurus 9mm. What kind of 9mm can I shoot out of it?
There you go.
That was the question I got today. I'm like, whoa,
you
man.
Say that RIP is $40 a box.
Yeah. Well, now to be honest, you guys don't have like a couple of old boxes of like 9x21
or Mac
or Winchester Magnum or 9x19R.
I will say I could see that being confusing for a new shooter, because sometimes it says 9mm, sometimes it says 9mm Luger, sometimes it says 9. I've even seen like 9 Luger, 9x19,
or really old school 9mm Parabellum.
Right, 9mm Para, yeah.
Or it says for girls only.
Yeah.
Well, those are the ones with the little pink ribbon on them.
Yeah.
Yes, you go up 1 to 10mm, or else you little girl.
Yeah, it's just 1mm. What the hell?
Little girl with the delicate wrists.
I found these 1 rounds. They're like 9T9 or something like that, but they're real weird. It almost looked like a 9, but it was bottlenecked with a small little bullet on the tip of it.
Oh, it wasn't like
PR9 or something?
Oh,
wasn't like, didn't Remington do like those accelerators that were like, they had like saboted bullets in them?
Yeah, it was really weird. I found a box of those today.
That wasn't the TP9 or whatever?
Some weird. I'll take a picture of it.
Because I know, I think Smith tried back in the 80s to make a rimmed 9mm cartridge for police officers to use a 9mm snub revolver for their backup revolvers without moon clips.
Really?
Well, wait, hold on a second. So why would you want a rimmed 9mm cartridge if you could just shoot a 38 or something?
It was like for caliber commonality kind of thing, because everyone's moving to these high capacity Wunder 9s. So
then you couldn't tell who shot him, if it was your backup gun or the other officer, because they were the same bullets, probably.
Oh, maybe.
You can still tell because the ballistics come back. One was shot with a different weapon than the other.
Hey guys,
Not
I
if
gotta
they're
get
the
out of
same
here.
bullet.
Good night.
Well, the rifling in the barrel would
See you, Rob.
Bye,
buddy.
Rupe.
different styrations from one's rifling than you would the other, so you still be able to tell.
not
Let's
magic.
Google foo this stuff.
That seems goofy as hell. Like, like it's not like you could use that round in an auto. So why bother?
It's like a
9mm.
TR9. It was weird. It was like bottlenecked, but with a small bullet at the tip of it.
Huh.
TR9C or something. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to take a picture, put it on Instagram, and ask about it because I don't know. I should have sold them to that guy.
Here, try these.
Try these. See if these work. And then I found some 45s that have tracer rounds that are tracer rounds. So I'm going to buy those this week. And we're going to try
Did
them
you
out of
guys
my
just-
1911.
I was wrong. It was federal.
Did you just have them at the shop, or was that something weird that somebody brought in?
No, we have them at the shop.
Brand new, factory
Yeah,
new.
right. Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it's not like your boss goes to like gun shows or estate sales and just kind of buys up all the crap he can and put it out on the make an offer table.
Man, that would be scary though. I'd be scared to do that. I'd be scared to buy something not factory and sell it to the general public. Man, if somebody has one, somebody's screwed with them in something. Yeah, screwed with them in some way, or they turn out to be reloads or something and blow somebody's gun up. You're screwed.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to put it on Instagram. And Fine 8 might know what's going on, or somebody with huge knowledge and old and stuff.
You said it was what, 9mm TRP?
Something like that. It was a bottleneck cartridge.
All that comes up is the assholes from Illinois tactical response pistol. 9mm.
I'll be right back, guys.
It started with a T.
Bottleneck cartridges.
Yeah, I might have to Google that because it was weird.
Whoa! I think we hold on here. Hold on, I got to screen share this.
9mm.
I have got to screen share this right here. I think I've found what Yankee does in his soft time. We got a website here, Yankees Gun Nuts. I'm almost scared to click on this.
Yeah.
It might be midget porn.
Yeah,
midget
porn. Tranny midget porn. How much does Yankee pay those tranny midget hookers anyway? Anybody know? Does anybody care?
So was the cartridge itself was the 9mm, or the bullet was?
Rim mag.
I think the cartridge was.
Okay,
not
so
the
bullet
bullet
was smaller.
Yeah, the bullet was real tiny.
Talking about
wait. You're not talking a 22 TCM, are you?
That's what I was about to say.
No.
Was it an Arms Core box? Or was it like a real old vintage looking box that you could tell that the cardboard's like 20 or 30 years old on?
It was newer box. It was a newer box. It was in a blue box. Blue and yellow box. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that. They get kind of sad when you take pictures, but we don't have to say where it's from.
I think Arms Core used to be blue and yellow, wasn't it? Wasn't Arms Core blue and yellow box?
Could have been Arms Core.
I know they were yellow and gray or something too. I think.
It's like a black.
There it is. Go back. No, go back. It looks like that one to your right. One more.
That's
there.
Right
here.
That's TTM, right?
Yeah.
But it had a 9 on it. The box had a number 9 on it.
I don't know. Down here, I'm seeing Liberals Gun Club forum. Can I view image?
It might be a 22. One of them bottleneck ones.
Yeah, right there. 22 TTM 9R.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So what is a 9R then? Is it just like a rim?
9R.
What's it?
It's rimless.
I think it's
maybe it's the Maybe it's the type of projectile.
TM.
I don't know what you shoot it out of.
Yeah, that's a new one on me.
Oh, 9R.
I've actually been hearing quite a lot about the 22 TCM lately. People seem to think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Armed Core new. Let's click this. Let's visit firearms blog. So what is the 9R? Designed for 9mm conversion kit capability. It almost looks like it's just using a shorter, like longer brass, shorter bullet, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like a 9mm brass cation, but yeah, it's a shorter bullet. It's really weird, man.
Well, that's not
just contacted by Arms Corps today about new round called TCM-9R. The round is designed to be compatible with non-1911 pistols, so it will be slightly shorter than the 22 TCM and matches the 9mm Luger / Parabellum in length. We'll be introducing conversion kits for the Cock 19, 17, 22, Gen 1, 2, and 3s. From a Glock, it will hit 1,900 to 2,000 feet per second. So basically, it's like 45 gap.
And
You're
that's
taking
not
the cartridge and shortening it to fit in a small or a small frame.
That's a proprietary cartridge too. That doesn't. I don't think that's too big to be a neck down 9mm.
No,
it's too long.
From what I've read, it's like it's a chop down and reformed 223 case.
Right.
Well,
That's what's funny is I was just going to say.
Got the Google Foo open. So is there Wikipedia on this?
Or they could use. Oh well, I guess it would be easier to do that than it would be to use like a 9mm Dillon or something.
Yeah.
9x25, I think, is a Dillon.
Based on the 5.56x45 NATO case and shoulder, it is approximately the same length as a 38 Super cartridge and somewhat longer than the ubiquitous 9x19. Subvariant, the 22 TCM-R with slightly shorter, more deeply seated bullet is designed for use in the Glock magazines, limited to standard 9mm cartridges. Standard factory loads are the 40 grain jacketed soft point and the 39 grain for the 9R.
Huh.
So, I don't know. Just get a full-size Glock or full-size 1911 and use it. Well, I suppose since it's based... Because I know, doesn't Arms Corps do like a 922 TCM combo kit?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's got like the 9mm mag and barrel and then the...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to kill myself, but I'll buy it and try and shoot out of my 1911.
Well, it's got to have the 22 TCM barrel.
Oh, it's got to have the barrel. Wow.
Yeah, because you see it's a bottleneck cartridge.
Otherwise, I mean, yeah, if you would be able to get it into the 9mm and fire it, it wouldn't be touching the lands and grooves at all. So
yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea.
Bullet would go bouncy down the barrel.
Yeah, might come out straight enough to leave the barrel without hitting, but it sure as hell ain't gonna go straight. Well, It might go straight, but not where you want it to.
Wait, are you saying that a bullet cannot be gender fluid? It has to be straight.
That's right.
Oh, how did I miss that guy? Come here. Here's your boy.
I don't know. Guys are gender fluid. I mean, get them in pink, purple.
Well, are they gender fluid, or do they just come that way from the factory?
Well, you can buy
them. I mean, you can buy them, but it's not like the Pig 3 or the Sig 320 where you can get the different colored frames and make it really fluid. or the what are they? The Branda, the Nanos or the Picos?
Philo's saying 40 grains at 2,000 feet per second. What does an AR pistol do with a 45? Sure as hell ain't 2,000 feet per second.
True, but it's also not. You're burning a lot more powder, or you're burning a larger amount of slower burning powder rather than a small amount of faster burning powder. TCM, I don't know. It's kind of like a different answer to the 5.7 by 28.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen the TCM ammo a lot more available than the 5.7, but then I think Federals finally got off their butt and started doing like the American Eagle line in it. I know some people just like the idea of having hypervelocity cartridges out of handguns.
Yeah, it's always
they got a bigger, higher pressure, and so they're a higher boom. Because who doesn't like big booms?
What did it say? What the barrel length was? You're going to get 2,000 feet per second out of it.
Let me go back to firearms blog. Well, it should be a 5-inch.
It's always a 5-inch barrel, right? But it did say
from a Glock, the round will hit 1,900, 2,000. So it's a full size Glock, a G17 or a G22. So let me go to the TCM here and see what. Okay, this is the regular 22 TCM, 40 grain jacketed flat point, 2,800 feet per second from a 5-inch barrel. Yeah. Okay, it was showing the same. I'm not screen sharing, am I?
Yeah, you are.
No,
I'm workbench sharing. I'm not sharing the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see my hand here.
Well, I can see your paw there, but I'm saying you have this. I'm locked on you. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
There we go. Well, did you click on him? Were you trying to smell the Slim Jim?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is what it is. So from a 20. Okay, they're using the same cartridge and bullet. Test barrel length was a 23-inch rifle barrel for the 2,800 feet per second.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say, 2,070 feet per second out of the 5-inch pistol barrel. So I don't know. You're getting like 38. You're getting like high 38 special energy out of it.
So, Einstein said about competition shooting. When you do competition shooting, it goes by caliber, not by.
It goes by
round,
power
right?
factor. Like I know. What was it? I know guys who will like hyperload the 9mm or do like 9mm plus P plus to make the power factor or major power factor, so they can. It's like any other sport. People are going to do anything they can up to the rules and maybe slightly over to get that edge. So when was it? Like last year when I was at the pistol range for their open day, they had a couple guys that they're tricked out STIs and that. And the guy said, "Yeah, I start with brand new Starline brass, and I might get 2, maybe 3 loadings out of them before the brass is completely trash."
So that's right in a lot of competition shooting, but like IDPA, they go by action or caliber, not power factor.
And size of the gun too, right? Size of the pistol. It has to fit in like a certain size box.
Yeah. Right. So you got single action, double action, revolver, bug, carry optic now. So they don't really go by the power factor like IPSC does.
Checking the gun channel side, talking about roll call shooting is the 22 TCM out of his 45. It would be like shooting an open face hot dog sandwich down an empty calzone husk.
Yeah, I got my Instagram Troll is back in gun channels.
He is not a troll.
G said it would be like shooting an open-faced hot dog down an empty calzone husk.
Yeah.
Husk is an interesting word for that.
Well, it's not really a hull. It's not really a sleeve or a tube.
Crust.
Tubular crust.
There you go. Tubular crust. That sounds bad too. But
hey, you want to take a bite of my tubular crust?
So is there like if you're in competitions that are like 22 competitions, like Cycle Camp I think shoots in 22. Would those be would you only be able to use 22 long rifle, or is it 22 caliber handguns? Like if it like would this work?
Are just 22 is the 22 rimfire.
Right. Oh yeah, because they call them rimfire matches a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a center fire. I guess it could, maybe they have like open categories too. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think you're still restricted to that kind of, or that cartridge.
I think the open category is the type of firearm, not the caliber. So like optics and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, so it's like one person here with their Ruger Mark II government from the factory, and then open is the person with their $5,000 Vakortzen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the stupid roll call who's going to take his GSG Firefly out there and try and compete. You better not do that, huh?
Who cares, man? If I ever had the chance to, I'd love to shoot. I actually was at my range one time when they were setting up when they were setting up the pistol course for the cops to go through. And the one of the range guys there, maintenance guys, he's a range guy. He's actually a pretty cool dude. He was in the military, and he works down at TMI as like the head of security or something at 3 Mile Island. But I got to talking to him a little bit because he had to stop because they were doing some maintenance, and then he was sighting in the rifles. But that course was really cool looking. It had like the walls up and all sorts of stuff. That was really cool. I was like, what are the chances that normal people can run through there? He wouldn't let me. I was like, I have my AK.
Did you ever see some of the crazy guns that Ian and Carl over in InRange show up to gun competitions with?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, they'll do like
SG-40 or SG-44 or what was it, like a Sten that someone had tacticaled all out?
Yeah.
Oh, it was an MP.
Bolt action rifles.
He ran through with they ran through against each other. I think one of them had an M1 and the other had something. I forget.
K98.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. And then they've done like the different like World War I German soldiers. Like one of them was the super patriotic like stormtrooping, and the other one was like a conscript with the like a different rifles and different equipment and all that, or it might have been the same. No, I think it was like Carl doing the same thing twice with just a different equipment.
Yeah, Psycho's talking about
at like a 3-gun with the Chiappa Trinity shotgun one time.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho's talking about him.
The two guys.
Talking about Ian doing it with that 44 auto mag. That's when he had like tons of malfunctions with, right?
No, was it a 44? I think it was a it wasn't an auto mag. It was like one of those 45
it was
45 auto mag, but it was like the survival one. So instead of having like the 8-inch one, it was like a 4 1/4 or something like that.
I don't remember. Did you guys see the video, his zip gun video?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a nightmare.
The original. Yeah. Wasn't of an automag. What the hell was it? Wasn't a Grizzly. It was one the gas apple. It starts with the W. Damn. Google Foo, help me.
I know what one you're talking about, and I can't think of it either. It was the one Charles Bronson had in the one Death Wish movie.
Yeah, because it's a gas-operated and regulated one. Magnum auto pistols. Wildly, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wildly. Yeah, some.
Oh yeah. Here, screen share. Stupid little thing telling me that the screen share button doesn't let me click the actual screen share button. Yeah, it was this one in 45 Winchester Magnum.
Yeah,
I think it ran like fine for him.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of then. He had a hell of a time with it. It was miserable. I don't remember what it was then.
I know he's had issues with Glock fun sticks before.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know the rumor is that the original Automag pistols were real finicky for being dirty.
Yeah, finicky is one way of putting it.
Yeah. Einstein says that zip gun was the biggest piece ever. A plastic bolt, really, no extractors. Yeah, I thought that too. Crazy about the extractor, not having an extractor.
Well, you can get away with not having an extractor, like the Beretta little 22 and 25 Berettas, like the one I've got pictures of up on Instagram, doesn't have a extractor. It's pure blowback.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Mac pistols, they can work without an extractor just because it's pure blowback.
That's kind of what he said. He said a lot of them will, but I don't know why the hell wouldn't you put one on though? Why would you want that kind of risk?
The whole thing is making it as simply manufactured as possible. It'd be like an extra 1, 2, 3 or 4 machining steps on the slide, not to mention you have to make the extractor spring, and get it all fitted in. Because Ian was saying wasn't the whatever the owner's name was, his whole philosophy was make it as simple and cheaply as possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? There is a strong resemblance between the Automags and the Wildly pistols. And I killed the chat. Yay.
Well, I'm trying to look up, see if I can find that. I doubt I'm going to find it.
So it was an in-range TV and not Forgotten Weapons?
No, it was a Forgotten Weapons, I think. There's the zip gun one 2 weeks ago. Maybe it was.
Stop screen sharing already. There you go. Said kind of sucked, knocked down all the... Oh, yeah, Yeah, you're hitting something with... I think it was 45 Winchester Magnum, because that's surprisingly enough still easy to, or relatively easy to find compared to the 450 Wildly. So 250 grain bullet at 1850 feet per second. Now that's got to be out like
18 feet per second. That's
1850 feet per second. Well,
bloop.
I
And
don't even think it will make it out of the barrel.
And doesn't okay, listed below is the ballistic information for each cartridge is fired from a 10-inch barrel. The 45 Wildly Magnum is from a 12-inch barrel. Okay. Yeah, so the Wildly Magnum at 230 grain bullet, putting out over almost 1,500 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. But his was like a 4-inch, or a 4 or a 6-inch compared to that. So, yes, it hit with some authority.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
I don't know. I can't find it. Maybe it wasn't in range. Maybe I didn't, but I don't think Carl was in the video. I could be wrong.
Well, yeah, because then they used to do because I used to do where it would be like either Carl or Ian first, and the other one was filming. Then they'd flip around, but then I think weren't like
Maybe.
some of the early ones like just Ian doing the courses and that. And yes, never allow Jumpy to go full Jumpy.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm getting yelled at on Instagram.
Or what?
The wife saw the post of the calzone pizza. She said, "Did you eat both?" In fact, no, I didn't eat both. I ate one piece of the pepperoni pizza, and the rest of the staff jumped on it before I even got a piece of it. The animals. Einstein says, "I don't want to pay for this tax stamp to go full Jumpy." That's probably more than $200 too, because they really want to like keep you from doing that.
Mm-hmm. And it's not a 6 month to a year waiting period. It's like a 4-year degree.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, you gotta go to college to get that tax stamp.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, you need to go to college just to decipher the paperwork to apply for the tax stamp. Not to mention the forms to request the tax stamp.
That's crazy times.
And it's all got to be submitted in triplicate.
Handwritten.
No carbon paper.
Handwritten in triplicate no later than 48 hours prior to the application of said triplication.
Tread said it's only a $5 stamp. Maybe it's different in different states.
Well, now it depends. Was the Jumpy have the capability to go full Jumpy from the factory, or is it something that you're converting to go full Jumpy? So if it was from the factory that way, it's only $5.
Well, no. The $5 would be if going full Jumpy just means putting a pistol grip on the front.
Well, you have to be. Well, if it's imported too, you got to be careful because you got to make sure you're 922 are Jumpy compliant. So you got to have five. Is it nine American parts?
Well, if you just get American magazines, that's 4 parts right there.
No,
because the followers American. Spring. No,
counts as one.
No,
magazine counts as one.
The magazine are 3 parts. It's the follower, the spring, and the case.
So
magazine
what if
counts
I put
as
on
one.
An aftermarket base plate, like a weighted base plate, to make sure it really drops out and hits with authority.
Oh, Psycho said, "Yeah, I found the video. It was the Wildly Survivor and 45 Win Mag. Yeah, if that's the one, he had a truckload of problems with it. He's all sorts. I don't remember if it was feed or after firing. If he was stovepipes and stuff. I feel like he had stovepipes and stuff.
Well, something like that's going to recoil a lot. So unless you got a firm grip, it's going to kind of mess with the magic voodoo. Mm-hmm. And a new chunk of lasagna. I have one. Can put it in the toaster oven.
Can't go wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we had what did you call it? Like spaghetti hot dish for lunch today. Basically, like lasagna, except you use spaghetti noodles and some kind of cheese sauce. It was really good.
Well, sort of like when you do like rigatoni or penne, and you just do like layers of it.
Kind of. It was spaghetti sauce, ground beef, the noodles, some kind of seasoning pack, and then it wasn't like it was like yellow cheese.
Yellow flavored. I'll have the what kind of cheese you want? That yellow flavored cheese?
Well, according to G, that's the only kind of cheese that he eats, because he was going to get the white cheese in Wisconsin, but he decided to get the yellow cheese because he figured it'd be like sharper. I don't know if he's like got like a tooth issue where he needs to like try and excise it or something.
The when you get cheddar cheeses, the color comes from turmeric. That's the only difference. Classically, I mean, originally when they do like a yellow cheddar, the only difference is they add a little bit of turmeric powder to it, and it turns it that yellow color. You see turmeric in a lot of
all about
Indian.
the mold.
My mother's ex-boyfriend used to swear up and down that white cheese tasted better. It's like, it's the same damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what they color it with. Because I mean, if you
swear up and down that white American was, it's like, it's the same freaking thing. One's got food coloring and one doesn't.
Yeah, if they're just using food coloring, unless you're got some sort of sensitivity, turmeric does have a little bit of. It does have some flavor to it. Like in that instance, it might taste different, but I don't know. I mean, if he's buying it and giving him treats for Marshmallow, she ain't gonna care. Although,
no, she's hooked on butter now. He's got her.
Yeah, I saw that. I know. It's like crack.
Yeah.
Tred's asking if anybody casts their own projectiles. I do not.
I dabble in it every once in a while. It's just gotta wait for winter.
Why? Because you just wait till winter because it's like an indoor project, whatever.
It's indoor with ventilation, plus you're kind of kind of hunched over this pot that's got molten metal in it. So you need good ventilation, and might as well have it be cool air rather than doing it when it's 150 degrees out.
Howdy, I don't think G's a vegan because he doesn't want to worry about leather. I think he eats it because it's a preference. It's a health thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. Talking about white cheese tasting better than regular American cheese. What's your opinion of regular Cheez-Its versus the white cheddar Cheez-Its?
I like the regular. You don't have that powder crap all over them.
I think don't the white cheddar have like a little more bite to them?
Yeah, they're a little stronger.
I don't think they're any stronger.
Tabasco flavored Cheez-Its, those are the best.
I don't like the Cheez-Its that have the powder stuff on them. It's annoying. And then you have with all the powder crap all over your hands. It's like, God damn it, I gotta wash my hands because I eat Cheez-Its. I could see if it were Cheetos.
Wash your hands after eating Cheez-Its. Come on, it's finger licking good.
Well, I think licking your fingers off is a form of washing your hands. I mean, cats do it, right? If they're licking their fingers.
Okay,
that's true.
I
don't think cats have fingers.
My mouth is clean. I just had a shot of whiskey. It's clean.
Hey, everybody, make sure you go do your blind challenges, right? Do something cool and try to. I would suggest. I think if it was, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it in one take. I think it'd be really cool to see people do it in one take rather than, piece it together. If you screw up, I think that'd be kind of interesting. So, or do it both ways. You'd always put 2 videos out or one behind the other if it's not real long.
You can put out as many as you want because that's what this is about. So, sounds good. And
it is a neat idea, not just to do this for entertainment or whatever, but that somebody somewhere along the line may pick up one of these videos and actually be able to get some use out of it, which is cool.
See, the whole idea is kind of tricking you guys into just learning how to talk and describe what you're actually doing instead of just, playing dumb with it, pointing to look at this thingy, that kind of thing. Explain it good and it'll help you out. The robots will listen to your videos and stuff.
I already got robots following me around at the grocery store, though.
Well, if you weren't trying to sneak the Slim Jims out without paying, the robot wouldn't be trying to scan you.
No, that robot's trying to molest them, and then Midnight's going to report it to the Senate.
I saw him again the other day, but I was in a hurry.
You haven't. I mean, you got to feel sorry for that poor robot. It ain't got any arms. How's it supposed to reach out and grab them?
How do you know he doesn't have arms? Maybe they're just tucked in, like maybe little panels.
Wait. You're saying not only is this robot have some kind of amorous infatuation with you, you're saying it also may or may not be a transformer? Is it pre or post-op transformer?
I don't know. I didn't look underneath his little treads.
Whoa.
Nope.
You do not just go up and look. You go up and ask, like, "Hey, you pre or post?" Okay, get away from me.
With that, Sonic?
No, but it was on Futurama.
Hey, Warsaw, what's going on?
Hey, Warsaw.
Jumpy says, I'm eating a man's meal of cabbage, celery, grilled steak, and fried chicken. You win.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good snacking right there.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you, buddy. Thanks.
Later, man.
All right. Thanks for the invite.
See you later.
Yeah.
Later, Patriot.
Einstein says, and time. Quickest dinner ever. Bam. There you go.
So did you actually eat it, or did you just snort the lasagna?
Well, I'll tell you what. That wasn't very long. It's either not heated up a whole lot, which is probably okay, or it's super, super hot and he's going to have to wait until it cools. And I'll tell you what, lasagna with that cheese and shit on it would be brutal if it was super hot.
Mm-hmm.
That would wreck that would wreck your whole week, man.
Yeah. Remember, boys and girls, just don't put your frozen lasagna in at 100% power. Otherwise, you're going to get something that's still frozen in the center and napalm on the outside. Put in at 50% power and just let it start to heat up nice and slow.
No, so you do it that way so that you get your hot lasagna, and then you use the iced lasagna to cool your mouth back.
True, but I don't like lasagna that's still crunchy.
You don't like lasagna pops?
I'd rather have pudding pops.
Oh, holy shit,
meatsicles.
dude. I saw something crazy on Instagram today, right? So I pull it up, and one of the things looks like a corn dog, but it's like at the top, it's like kind of skinny and kind of curved over. And I thought, like, I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. Like, at first visually, I thought like maybe it was like when they put it in, it had like the batter trailed off or whatever. I was like, well, that'd be kind of good because that'd be nice and crunchy in the end, you know? It wasn't. It was octopus. It was an octopus corn dog. They took the octopus and cooked it ahead of time, or obviously braised it so it's it's pretty tender, and then did like a corn dog out. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. I would try that just to try it for sure.
Yeah, but you also would try dried dehydrated squid. So
yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I got it right here.
Don't even get me started on the bait that you posted wanting people to make into hot dogs.
The what?
The bait. What was that? Backpack.
Those are big, man. Those things are like 5 inches long. Dude, there's some crazy shit at Asian markets. There is some crazy stuff. I have some funny pictures in there. I keep kind of every once in a while I'll throw one on Instagram. I got one. I was walking through there one time and I kind of looked in the box. I swear to God, it looked like Jackie Chan. I was like, hey, is that Jackie Chan? Sounds like Psychosis sounds like a giant corn dog version of takoyaki. Takoyaki sounds really familiar. What is that?
Oh, while you're thinking about that, everyone out in the chat, Patriot in the Dark is only 3 subs away from having 200 subs. So go over and.
So the guy's not good enough to stay in the chat, but he's good enough to go out there and try and beg for subs. Jeez, I'll tell you what. No, but for serious.
Hopefully.
Yeah. That's for serious. If anybody out there isn't subbed to Patriot, go over there and sub to Patriot. He's doing some awesome shit, man.
Mm-hmm. Takoyaki. Is that? Oh wait, is that the place on I-97 that was selling the tacos that they found out weren't actually tacos?
Uh-oh.
It's those little balls filled with octopus.
Yeah. I mean, it would kind of be the
like
corn dog version of that. Sort of the Warsaw says, screw it, I'll sub him. All right, that's good. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Whoever's the 200 sub gets his Smith & Wesson shield. He's actually giving it away who to whomever is his 200 sub.
I think that was me, so...
Oh, snap. Look at this. Look at that. Sweet. And you're giving it to me because you're on the show tonight. That's awesome. I hope you read the... He says he only
want to read the fine print.
Yeah.
Said I only fell asleep twice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, that's why he keeps popping in and out of the chats. He dozes off. His forehead hits the keyboard. It logs him out. Then he comes back, wakes up, and comes back in.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I fell asleep on Dead Horse's chat last night anyway.
You know what I would like to eat?
Roll call.
Huh?
I would like to try those things that people use for like bait for catfish. The bloody things.
Ellis's forearm.
Chicken livers?
I don't know. They look like little blood things. They're called like they got a bunch of weird names, but they look blood like sausage. Taffy. And they're really squishy. Are you
talking about the stuff you can get in the little packet?
Yeah.
Made?
Yeah, it's for like catfishing.
Why the hell would you want to eat catfish bait?
I don't know. Really. I just want to try it.
Thanks.
It doesn't even smell good.
You see, Roll Call was one of those children that if it was in a box and it smelled like jerky, he'd eat it. So, I mean, you couldn't leave a box of the old Roy peanut butter biscuits around him, otherwise they'd be gone. I could totally see Roll Call taking the kid fishing. Half an hour later, Dad, where's all the bait? Roll Call's had a couple of PBRs and looks back and he's got this ring of like goo around it. You know, like, I don't know what happened.
Well, we did go fishing this past summer, and I was eating the bait. It was shrimp that we were using.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
watching a Bears game, run out of chips, grabbing milk bones.
I don't think you should eat any of that shelf-stable catfish bait. I just don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And if you record it and put it on YouTube.
Remember, this is the guy who was going to eat dehydrated squid telling you not to eat catfish bait. You might want to listen.
Well, the catfish bait has at least been FDA approved for catfish.
Yeah, so it's good for it. I'll read and see tomorrow when I'm in the fishing aisle if it's not for human consumption.
Ingredients: squid, seasoning, sugar, MSG.
It's candy.
Potassium sorbate.
As a preservative.
Septic.
With candy.
Wait,
I'll give it out for Halloween candy.
So what is this, like an Asian version of Quick Clock?
It kind of looks like it.
Roll Call wants to get his house egged.
No fat. No fiber.
Try eating.
No vitamin C. No vitamin A. A little bit of calcium. No iron. It's perfect. It's like a Taiwanese MRE. Bam.
Well, just you wait. Roll Call is going to start the new Tide Pod fad. It's going to be eating catfish bait.
They haven't done that yet.
Well, no, I think they're still. I think everyone that snorted condoms is still trying to get them out of their lungs.
That's what they used to call. Roll Call back in high school. Little stink bait. Comes little stink bait again.
I thought you were going to say something like rubber lungs, because what my mate used to say.
I'd even try and eat those mealworms, like they feed the chickens and stuff.
Like you use those for trout.
Ask Gizzard. He'll know which ones are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Roll's just got a thing for bait. That's all it is at this point. If you use it for bait, he wants it.
So why don't you have? Why isn't that part of your channel, Giz? There's lots of channels where they eat weird shit like that. Maybe you could be super famous in no time.
Yeah.
New Anthony's
just because I eat gizzards and occasionally gas station meats doesn't mean I'll eat anything.
True. He hasn't gotten the gas station sushi yet.
I'm talking to Roll Call. He's the one that's talking about eating stink bait and shit. Like, I'll chew on a bunch of rubber. Yeah, I don't care.
Well, what you want to do when you're in the tackle aisle is get the power bait, but get the stuff that's in like the little half jar with its own little brine in it.
Mm. I remember
going to a bait store and he's grabbing the minnows out and just slurping them down.
Oh, there's a bar in the area that has this minnow challenge.
Yeah.
They pour you a shot, they drop a live minnow in, and if you drink it, you get a stupid T-shirt.
Yeah, there's a place out in Las Vegas that does that with scorpions.
Oh, I'm not eating those things. Those things will kill you.
Only if you have open wounds in your mouth.
Oh, Christ. No.
Now we got really worried. So we know that you've got open wounds. That's the part that he was like, oh, Christ, no.
No, not that. I'll pick up a package of that. The blood stink stuff or the catfish stuff and eat it.
Oh God, dude, don't do it. I don't want to watch you. I don't want to watch you get botulism.
Wait. Before you do that, just call Alice and ask him which is the best catfish bait.
I'll ask them. They got those other ones that look like dog treats. They're brown and they look like little cookies. I'll try those too.
Little cookie wafer sandwiches.
Yeah, I'll throw them on a piece of bread. Choke it down.
No. You can't hide the shit in the bread. If you're gonna eat it, it's not a shit sandwich. You're just gonna have to take a bite of the fixings.
Yep.
Otherwise, oh yeah, hey, here's a little rubber bait. I'm gonna put it on the sandwich here. I'm gonna put the lid on the sandwich, and that's just tasty. General relativity thing. I'll stick with my lasagna.
That's probably a good one.
That is very wise words, sir or madam.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Who's running on a hamster wheel?
Who's giving their dog a belly rub?
Not I.
Not I. Oh.
Is it okay to eat gas station sushi in Japan? Jumpy ass. Oh, probably.
I don't know.
They're pretty serious. They're pretty.
Yeah, they're real sanitation freaks.
Yeah.
At the most times. Otherwise, they can go the complete other way.
Yeah, in Thailand, you can get sake with cobra's gallbladder in it.
What?
Is it okay to eat cactus with needles? Sure. I don't see why not. I don't foresee that being an issue. I'm no expert, though, so.
It toughens up your mouth and gives you real grit.
Yeah.
Puts hair on your chest.
Puts hair on your chest and holes in your colon.
It tastes great. All I taste is blood. That's the needles.
Tastes great and it's less filling. It's Miller Lite.
Well, you see, with the needles, it kind of makes like a lattice work in your colon. So anything you put in there and doesn't come out, you'll feel full until you die.
Until you pass out.
What happened? Apparently, I was so full of shit, I died.
It happens. Seen it 100 times. Next thing you know, there's money missing off the dresser and your daughter's knocked up. I've seen it 100 times. Would you eat bamboo? I'm sure, I guess.
Yeah, because they put it in certain types of Chinese food. I've eaten bamboo shoots before.
That's shoots, yeah.
I mean, bamboo shoots are bamboo.
Yeah.
It's just baby bamboo, but it's bamboo.
Jumpy says he's eating cactus, so he's tough.
That would explain a lot, Jumpy. Not everything, but it would explain a lot.
I'm eating cactus. Get out of my way. He pushes his way through the crowd.
Well, there are edible cactuses. You don't eat them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cactus fruit's good.
Yeah, it is.
All right. It's almost 1 o'clock my time. I got to get to bed. So let's roll call. You're up first. What's going on in your neck of the world?
Not a whole lot. Just editing some videos for Monday and then Wednesday. The Monday ones to get you through the work week. The Wednesday is hump day to get you to that weekend, so you'll just be feeling nice and fresh. They're pretty cool videos. Other than that, I'm not doing a whole lot, but I will go check out some stuff at work, and then maybe we'll have another video coming up this week. We'll call it the catfish video.
There you go. Do you guys have do you guys have a lot of used firearms there, roll call?
The only used firearms that we get are like Star BMs, and we just got what is it? The chips, the Highway Patrol.
Cool.
Smith and Wessons.
You have 40.
The nickel plated sissy pistols in 40.
That's cool.
We got those. Those are the only used guns that we get as just trade-in guns from like surplus to police trade-ins. No police trade-in Glocks yet. I heard a little bit about it. I don't know if they're going to go through with it. But mainly everything is brand new. So that's what we sell there. And we sell an arrangement of firearms. So if you're in the area and you're from the state of Indiana, come on through. Or from the state of Michigan to come get your long gun. And
yeah, I was going to say it'd be pretty cool to do some videos on that stuff. Just a couple minutes showing them off, if you get anything interesting, if your boss would let you,
Well, thanks for having me tonight and everybody's suggestions about this firearm that I supposedly didn't purchase. So, yeah, it's a fun time tonight.
Absolutely. Great to have you. Rich, what's going down?
Not much. Just had the show before your show, and I got a suggestion for roll call with the catfish bait video. Got to do it on the bearskin rug with one of those tall fluted champagne glasses filled with PBR.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'll write that one down.
Yeah, pretend the catfish bait is caviar. Yep.
I don't know. How's your faux British upper crust accent? Today we are going to be eating a rare delicacy, the Harabait stink bait, and we are going to pair it with a wonderful 2018 PBR.
Do you think that's wise?
Who gives a fuck? It'll be interesting in one way or the other.
It might be.
We're going to be eating the bloody bait today with some bloody ass fucking...
No, that's cocky. That's the exact opposite.
Oh.
Maybe slip into that after you eat the first bite or get the PBR washed down.
Yeah, just remember, just keep the camera rolling when you run to the bathroom to throw up and your ass falls out. Because that's the good part.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut this video short early. You see, I ate the catfish bait, and unfortunately, my entire rectum fell out. I need to go find a proper surgeon to put them back in.
You see roll call run through the screen. Does he have a tail? Does he have a tail? That's his ass. It actually fell out, and it's like it's dragging behind him.
Back in as he's running.
He looks like a possum.
Hello, my name is Simon, and I have a pruny ass.
What happened to roll call? I haven't seen him in a while. Well, they're trying to. They got a plunger. They're trying to get his ass back in.
Yeah, he hasn't decided yet whether they can go in through his mouth and kind of pull everything back in, or if it'd be better for them just to try and push everything back in.
I'll tell you what. You know what? Roll call, if it does happen, medically speaking, what you're supposed to do is it's like one of those blinds, right? So you pull the blind out and it stays, and then to get it to go back up, you just pull it real quick. You pull it real quick and it'll go back up.
unless of course the recoil mechanism is broken on it, in which case you're just going to end up with like another 30 or 40 feet of intestine hanging out your ass.
And remember, Midnight's an expert because his wife works in the medical field.
That's right. I know these things.
However, you might want to also get a second consultation from that guy's wife.
you may want to go to a doctor. But I mean, just.
Or, at least get like your kid's little red wagon and then put the stuff in rather than just letting it drag on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want to catch it on a nail and be walking and all of a sudden, oh, damn.
That's no good.
I've walked 5 miles and I guess I'm at the end of my intestines.
Be like, hey, boy, you got a Stromboli in your back pocket? And you're like, no, I don't.
No.
It's just my colon.
Something bad happened. I'd rather not talk about it. But if you could be real nice and just kind of pile that back up on the wagon, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.
On the wheelbarrow.
What happened? I had the mother of all hernias. You see, this hammer came down from the sky and crashed right through my roof and into the basement where I was sitting having my PBR.
It's like Thor's hammer.
I looked at that and tried pulling and grunting, and all of a sudden there was a loud pop, and I'll be damned, my whole rectum and sphincter was laying there on the ground. I tell you.
Rectum, damn near killed him.
My rectum, and I tell you, that almost put a damper on my evening, but I finished my case of PBR and was thinking, I might want to go see Ed about getting that put back in.
Yeah.
So, outstanding.
You might want to just dial 911, and then when it happens, you just hit send. Just in case.
My daughter is sitting on the couch beside me trying to ignore this.
How could you possibly do that?
She's got her face buried in her tablet.
I could give us an on that moment on the joke about hanging rectums and that. Well, you see, there was this old couple. They'd been married for like 110 years or so. And this guy, there was a real old traditional marriage where if he wanted something to eat or her to do something, she did it. So this man, every night, he wanted corned beef and cabbage every night for supper when he came home from work. Didn't want a good steak, didn't want nothing. And of course, as things go, once you eat a lot of cabbage, you got gas. So every morning, she would wake up to... And every morning she'd say, God damn it, Jerry, one of these days you're just going to shit your guts out doing that. I'm like, shut up, where's my breakfast? So this goes on for years. And one day she gets up early to do the Thanksgiving meal. So she's away cooking. She's prepping the turkey, getting the giblets and all that out, getting everything in the oven all set. She sits down to have a cup of coffee, looks at the sink, looks at the pile of giblets, picks him up, tiptoes upstairs. He's still asleep, dead to the world. She just pulls back the covers, pulls the drawers, pulls open his pajama bottoms just a little bit, puts the guts in, kind of leaves a little trail out, puts it back, sneaks out, goes back to the kitchen, back to work, just laughing. So as she's working, she hears... Then silence. Then boom, 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 boom. Here's the door to the bathroom slam close. She's just laughing her ass off. Finally, she gets back to work. An hour passes. 2 hours pass. 3 hours pass. And I'm a little worried. Finally, after 4 hours or so, comes out of the bathroom, kind of sheepishly walks into the kitchen, sits down gingerly. She goes, anything wrong? No. Well, if nothing's wrong, go get dressed. The kids are going to be here in that half an hour or so for lunch. Oh, okay. He just kind of sits there with his coffee, takes a sip. Dear, I don't think I should, I think don't need to have corned beef and cabbage anymore. Really? What brings this change about? Well, you know how you said one of these days I'd fart my guts out? So I remember something similar once or twice a day. Said, well, it finally happened, but don't worry, honey. Don't worry, honey. Through the grace of God and these 2 fingers, I got everything put back where it belongs.
I've heard that. But I heard it. He didn't say something. He didn't say his fingers. I think he used a plunger or something. It was even worse. Oh well.
Don't worry,
All
honey.
right.
For the grace of God and this here roto-rooter, everything's back where it belongs. Plus, I got myself an 8-horsepower motor, so I'm going to need some extra sausage pancakes.
This shop vac. Rich, you're up. What's going on? Save us.
You already asked me that. That's how we got onto this in the first place.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, that's a goddamn mess. That's right. You were talking about your kid being all traumatized and shit. Sorry, kid.
No. Kids nowadays need to be traumatized. It toughens them up. Quit being such a snowflake.
So, I mean, it's not like
23. Get out. Get a job.
He has a job.
Wait, your daughter's 23?
Yeah. She's got a job. She's in school, so she's living at home while going to school.
Okay.
She should be out there trying to find a rich guy to marry. What the hell is she doing on your couch?
Playing on her tablet. I already said that.
Reading.
Reading?
Is there some new law against reading or something?
I don't know. Depends on what state you're in.
Listen to her. Now, listen. We're trying to bring her into the conversation, and she's doing is trying to be. Oh, I'm so good because I can read and you guys can't. Man. Shit.
Well, when you can't read, you become a chef.
That's true. Don't got to read nothing.
Yeah, just need to know. Okay, it's the orange. One of these orange cups, 2 of this little green cup, and let's see, just a couple flakes of salt.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they use on 10.
That's why they use the scoops. The little ice cream scoopers are all different colors. What do I use? 2
orange, a red, and a pink.
Yep, use the blue one and the gray one.
Everything you need to know you learned in kindergarten.
Ghost says it's illegal to read in Arkansas, most because we aren't supposed to know how. It's bad down there.
Well, that's coming from a guy that eats crayons too. So.
Hey! At least he's moved away from eating the Rose Arts and is at least spending the big dollar on the real Crayolas.
Yeah, the Crayolas. Ghost, you gotta come up here to PA. That's where the Crayola factory is. It's just like a giant buffet.
Yep, Ghost Tactical's the only man I knew who got kicked out of the Crayola factory for eating too much. Like one of those Chinese buffets. No, you order a la carte. You don't eat a buffet.
Yeah, well. It will be heaven. So, all right. So, since we already did Rich and he ruined the show, Hotshot, what's going on with you, man? Do you what do you do with your channel? Anything cool?
Not really anymore. I tried it out a few years ago and got tired of people commenting.
They tend to do that. Trust me, you get used to it.
Oh, I'm sure, but I'm not the kind of guy that just sit back and just go, pass it.
Right.
I'll say something back.
Yeah. Well, that's I mean, there's 2 ways to go about it, Yeah, there's the one is like, okay, thanks for nothing, and you move on. And then you can get after people, man. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your channel. Do whatever the hell you want. But I wouldn't let that stop you from doing cool videos or something,
I was thinking about getting back on it and trying some stuff. I just got to get another camera.
You always
use your phone. Too, Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're on your phone or a computer now, but there you can do it. You can do a truckload of stuff with your phone, man.
Yeah, I'm on my computer now. My phone's not all that great, so camera's probably the best bet.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, if you if and when you start doing some stuff, man, make sure you let us know and we get some subscribers over there. If you need any help, I mean, I'm the last person you want to ask, but unless you are really going to do stuff on your phone, because I'm like the master of doing stuff on your phone. But Clover and Ghost, and there's a ton of guys out there doing some really awesome stuff. Cheese out there,
I'm not asking roll call because he'll have me eating, catfish food.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Well, if
you'll get used to it.
Do it. You don't feel like quite a loser. Same basis with most of the cults.
You'll be all right. You can win Snuggies.
Yeah, you could win Snuggies. Why the hell wouldn't you want to be involved with some sort of community that gives away Snuggies?
I almost did a video just for the Snuggie.
Mm-hmm. I was pretty sad that I didn't win Best VR. I was a little upset about that.
I don't think there was a category for that.
Mm-hmm. No, should have been. I should get a Snuggie too. Next time Sarge comes through my town, I'll just steal the Snuggie out of his. He probably has a bunch of Snuggies in his car. He seems like that kind of guy.
I don't know. He's got a bullet T. He's got bullet T Justice II and Jimenez Tooth guarding his stuff. Do you really want to take those guys on?
Inanimate objects, yeah.
That Jimenez Tooth, he's smiling, but you don't know why he's smiling.
The bigger the smile, the bigger the knife in your back.
That could be. Could be. That's cool, man. Let us know what's going on, man. Let us know if you do some stuff. If you need anything, there's lots of people here to help, and you feel free to jump on the chat anytime you want. Just let me know. If I don't send you a link and you're out there and you want one, just give me a yell. I'll boot somebody off and give you the spot. No problem.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, buddy. Gizwa.
Yo.
What's happening? What's happening in your world?
Man,
what's happening in the coop?
I tell you what, you've pretty much closed up the weekend, man. Thanks for the invite. Check me out at gizzardgary.com. Join Gun Channels if you're not already a member. It's a great place to meet people just like us. Also, check out guntube.org and like, share, and subscribe Midnight Range TM for more entertainment just like this.
I know. Sometimes it's even crappier if you could stand it.
We can always try.
always shoot for the bottom, they say. Yep.
That's right.
Right.
There was who was it? Ron White, comedian Ron White used to say, was his grandmother or something? She's like, "Yeah, my grandma used to say that boy's got a lot of quit in him." Ape, you're up. What's going on? You got any blind challenges? Did you do the blind challenge yet?
No, but I am thinking of doing not only a blind challenge, but just putting a bag over my head and trying to take something apart. Just haven't figured out what yet.
You got a tail, so that makes it unfair. You got an extra.
Well, yeah, I have a tail, but I haven't brushed it out lately.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you got to look good on camera.
Yeah.
Go get your hair did.
Yeah. I don't know. I might be doing some videos on this 10mm or not. It all depends on whether or not work is 10-hour days or 13-hour days. So,
yeah.
Other than that, let me close out the YouTube's chat here.
Do it, Holmes.
Ladies, gentlemen, and Jonases of all ages, thank you for watching Midnight Range TM's The Closer. Be sure to check out gunchannels.com for more Pro 2A content. This concludes our regularly scheduled programming, but I do believe Dead Horse is doing a live lobby right now. Also, for those who do not know, the early watch is currently on hiatus until further notice, but we will have open lobbies throughout the day. Also, keep an ear out for Black Cat Outdoors, lunchtime, and Litterbox chats. Gunchannels.com, Monday night programming at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's Clovertax MOA Monday and Hawaii Volcano Squads locked and loaded. At 9 p.m. Eastern, it's Never Enough Ammo, a.k.a. Mr. Matt's, the Guns and Geeks podcast, and it will be on the Mr. Matt's channel because he done fucked up again, the Week in Geek podcast. At 11 p.m. Eastern, it's the Outlaw Hatfield's Monday Night Shootout. And every weeknight at midnight Eastern, it's the Retooled Daily Gun Show. But G's on the road, so it's going to be hit or miss. Not Tuesday nights and not 9 o'clock. Remember to be on the lookout for Ellis the Degenerates, a.k.a. the Outlaw Hatfield's Late Night with the Outlaw. Check out guntube.org as a free and unrestricted Pro 2A video platform. If you like what you see over there, go to Patreon and help support the platform. Also, check out 247gunshow.com. It's free for gunchannels.com members to sell, and anyone can buy. If you like some of the cool swag patches you see on the table here, go over to gearwebsites.com, help put gas in the tank. And remember, A hot dog is a sandwich, a Slim Jim is candy, and keep your guns oiled and your chambers loaded.
And don't eat cat food.
Don't eat cat food. And I will say this: keep your fingers crossed for Ellis. You know, he hasn't heard back yet about the job. He wants to. He's looking. He's gunning for that job at PSA. I hope he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. You know, sounds like it went pretty well. I guess I'd heard from somebody else that that some of the other guys weren't gun guys. So, you know, they were salesmen because it's a salesman. You know, it's a salesman type job.
Position.
So, yeah.
So we don't have to worry about him possibly bungling up any PSA uppers.
Well, I mean, I wish he would. I mean, you go back there and I wouldn't mind if he went back there and keyed.
Give me that heavy barrel there. I need to demo it for a guy.
Huh. Go back there with his keys and key up a couple of uppers and was like, oh, look, these are scratch and dent now. It's like $10. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. I think him and Dead Horse are going to be bestest of friends if that happens.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's got the thinking face on.
I got the thinking face on.
Oh, I think I just... oh, wait, it's General Relativity. That was jumpy on top of him. I think I just did to General Relativity what my normal closer does for Mia.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell.
Kinky Sphincter has he been in chat for a while?
No, he just popped in not long ago.
The sphincter just popped? Well, how did we get back on the subject?
I don't know. I don't know.
Wow. Perfect timing there.
Roll call.
Wow.
Roll call's gathering up first aid kit supplies.
Oh, well, that would have gone good with
yeah, that would have been good.
It was for Caliber Corner this morning.
Yeah.
That was, or yesterday morning. That was doing the med kit.
Yep.
Saturday morning, yeah. Oh yeah, yesterday morning, dude. I'll tell you what. When you say yesterday like
seems so far away.
Saturday morning to me seems like so far away because I'm at work from 8:30 in the morning till. I mean, I left at like. I don't even know what time I left, like midnight-ish or whatever. I don't know. And then, get up today with the little guy and, have a day with him or whatever. It seems like 3 days ago when you're up like that. It's crazy. I totally lose track of what the hell's going on some days. It's hard. Yeah, Mia, sorry he pooped the sphincter. Well, we were giving roll call some advice, medical advice. We're trying to keep an eye on him. We're trying to, mentor him a little bit. If he needs some medical advice, we think he can get a hold of you just in case.
Yes. Yeah, especially where catfish bait is concerned.
Yeah.
Roll call. You might want to do that live stream so we can call 911 for you.
Yeah.
Hello, operator. This guy on the internet needs emergency medical transportation. I think his rectum actually just fell out. It just fell out. It just fell the fuck out.
Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll give her one shot. We'll see what her trained advice would be. Mia. Roll call is thinking about some snacks. And he's thinking about snacking on some of that. It's shelf stable. No, not me. I'm not. No, not me.
We're asking Mia's professional opinion.
Is that they make that shelf stable, so it doesn't need to be refrigerated, which is nice, like an MRE. Shelf stable, catfish, fake blood, stinky catfish bait. He's thinking about, using that as a snack when he goes fishing and stuff. What do you think? Think that would be problematic or probably not? Do you think his ass would fall out if he ate it? That's, I think, the major concern here.
Am I gonna get like E. coli or something?
You gotta remember, while drinking a PBR.
Oh, you're gonna get something. You're gonna get E. coli
on a bearskin rug in front of the fire. It's going to be real classy with a capital K.
Like he said, "Are you gonna get E. coli or something?" You're gonna get something.
Psycho said, "We're just on speed dial."
Yeah, I'm just worried that you're gonna end up having like a tail. We don't want that.
There's some stink breath going on too.
she said pregame with Nexium and start broad spectrum antibiotics.
Wait. If he's on antibiotics, he can't drink the PBR, and if he can't drink the PBR, he's not going to eat the stink bait. So we got kind of this catch-22 going on here.
Well, you can start you just have the antibiotics with you, so you start it like the next morning when you wake up and you're like, oh my God, my ass is laying beside me. What happened?
Hey, that's not a nice thing to call roll call.
Roll call, you there? Or are you over in the corner pouting because you can't do antibiotics with PBR?
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to...
man.
Hey, we got the catfish bait expert right here.
Ask him. Let's ask him. Let's ask him and see if it is edible.
All right, Outlaw, we need you. No bullshit. No, we need an answer here. Do you think it would be safe if Roll Call used as a snack catfish bait?
No.
Oh, there you go. That's from somebody who's probably eating it. He says no.
It's the little things that look like licorice. The red ones, the blood bait things.
Yeah, well, you don't want to eat that. Trust me.
Do you have first-hand experience with it?
No experience. Think about old congealed blood.
So it's got real blood in it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's not going to turn him off. He's like, no, that's pretty good. I like that.
Wait, it's real blood? Whose blood? Because I want to know whose knowledge and power I'm consuming.
Normally, it's chicken blood. Or
gizzard
blood.
Yes.
Is chicken blood? Well, wait a minute. Didn't Ozzy bite the head off a chicken? He's still kicking. What's the worst that can happen?
That was a bat, wasn't it?
It was a bat. Yeah,
it was a real bat.
A bat and a chicken? Yeah, they're kind of different.
Well, he bit the head off of a pigeon.
That was a dove. Yeah, it was a dove.
Or a dove. A dove. That's how it started.
Yeah.
Wait, that was Alice Cooper.
That was Prince.
No.
Did Alice Cooper bite the head off something?
When he signed his contract, he thought it would be a good idea in the corporate boardroom at, I believe it was Atlantic Records, to grab one of those doves and bite its head off, and was banned from the building for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Go away. You just make us money. We don't want to see you. Just make us money.
So Outlaw, what about the little round brown ones?
If it's little and brown, I don't eat it.
Little brown round ones.
Bro, I will put it to you like this, my friend. You do you, and then let us know the results.
Live on air.
Well, if the ones have real blood in it, then that's a risk, because I don't want to get anything really bad from it.
I don't want to get the hepatitis or the
I don't want to get
virus from a chicken.
Chicken AIDS.
I'll start clucking and fucking eating bugs and shit.
It wouldn't surprise me if you don't cluck
already. Well, you already.
What the cluck are you talking about?
Clucking, hey, man.
You gotta sit down at dinner one night and pull out a pack of those and throw them down on your plate. Watch the wife freak out.
I'll read what the package says. At least the brown ones, like the little pellets. Let's see what those.
That might be the worst one.
Yeah, that might not be blood. That might be stool.
Yeah, because catfish are scavengers. They'll eat whatever hits the bottom of certain species. So
See, where do you get that information? Catfish are not scavengers. Have you ever seen
Some
a
are,
flathead catfish?
some are, some aren't. There are scavengers.
Well, they
There
eat
are-
a lot of. They're pretty good. They're pretty good hunters, man.
They're predators.
Not all
Yeah,
catfish.
if you ever look at a flathead catfish, his eyes are on top of his head for a
I'm not
reason.
talking about flatheads. There are ones that are scavengers.
Oh yeah, most of your smaller ones, but yeah, you have channel catfish, blues. These are freaking hunters. They can go out and they hunt food. Got one open.
Get over there to India where they got those gigantic ones. They scavenge. They eat the dead bodies that people are burying in the freaking river. Because
Jumpy says big
your water
catfish eat
source
baby
is also
ducks.
your river.
Big catfish eats whatever catfish want.
I mean, whatever they can get a hold of. That's
pretty much. And people think that they're big and slow. They're a lot faster than what you think they are.
So they're kind of like
really strong.
Kind of like a burst speed, kind of like an alligator when it
eats,
or is it just?
I'll tell you what, too. If somebody's never fished for catfish, it's fun, but it's not like it's really different than like trout or a bass or something like that. It's like hooking into a cinder block.
Yeah,
like they just lay on the bottom, man, and pull. It's cool. It's a whole different type of feeling, when you're hooked into a catfish.
And
or a carp or something like that.
Catfishing is a patience game. You don't go out there, cast out a line, reel it back in, cast out a line, reel it back in. You can catch the occasional catfish off of a lure. It's a rarity.
I have, yeah. But yeah, you don't see it much.
For the most of the time, you will cast your line out. That line will be in that water for a while before you touch it. As a general rule, if I'm catfishing, I'll cast the line out. If I don't get a bite or something within 45 minutes, it's time to move. And that's just the game, Now, when you find one, chances are you find more than one.
Would you suggest that roll call when he's, if he's already eaten these things anyway, he should just dip some in his PBR and then cast that out? That would work.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Yeah. There you go, roll
call. I'll tell you what I want you to do, Ro. I want you to go ahead and take you a big Treva hook. 3-4-0. Put one of those blood baits on each of the hooks. Put it in your mouth and start sucking on it. And have somebody just jerk that Treva. You'll get the full experience.
What the hell just happened? Now I'm creeped out.
Is it bad I saw that coming?
Ew.
You will get
that's like the
full
horror
experience.
movie. Well, that's
horrendous.
That's gross. Then I can't smooch in my Snuggie.
Well, roll call can't have anything piercing through his mouth. The PBR is going to leak out the side.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I do not use Treva hooks to fish. That's just cruel. I don't know if you've ever seen what those do to a fish's mouth, but it ain't pretty.
Yeah, I never used them when I catfished either. I always used, single snell or whatever. Just, and I'll tell you what else too. A lot of people use is they tend to use. I never liked it when people used smaller hooks too. Is it just you see them getting too deep in their mouths and stuff. I always felt bad about that.
The smallest hook I use for catfish is about a 4-0, and that's a big ass hook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4-0's a big hook.
But
I think I used to fish catfish with 2-0. I think that's what I used.
I use 4s, 6s, and 8-0s.
But you're fishing. I think where you're fishing is probably bigger catfish too than what I was fishing for. We didn't have real huge ones, There were some big ones, but most of the time it wasn't.
Well, you're not far from some damn good catfishing. There's some
No,
big catfish.
I catfished when I was a kid a lot in the river. It's just there's not a whole lot. I haven't done it in years. I haven't gone out.
But doesn't the Ohio border Pennsylvania?
The Ohio starts in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
I don't know where. But I don't know where it does.
You go to Ohio, man. There's some big ass blues and flatheads in there. You could catch a 70, 80 pound blue or flathead catfish easy.
Blue catfish is delicious too.
The best tasting is the flatheads. Those are the best tasting. But you got to know how to clean them. You got to clean them right.
Then why are at fish fries the catfish fillet so little? Are those not what you guys are talking
Those
about?
are channel cats, and they're normally farm raised. And a farm raised catfish tastes nothing like a wild caught fat catfish.
Yeah. A farm raised channel cat is a lot different than a wild channel cat.
Yeah, they're fed on corn in those places. In the wild, they eat, crawdads, minnows.
They drink PBR.
No, they have taste. They drink Heineken.
No. In Pittsburgh, they drink Iron City.
Hey, Iron City, Steel Reserve.
And the Iron City is better than Steel Reserve.
You get those catfish in West Virginia. They're pretty much raised off moonshine. So
you're saying they're clown?
Yeah, be careful.
Oh, that's why you always have such interesting fireworks display down there. They don't go to the store and get anything. They just pull the catfish out of the river, put a lighter by its mouth, and boom, off it goes.
I was gonna say that's a hell of a way to cook it. If you run with like a steel leader, you can just hold it right over the fire. It catches, cooks itself right on the bone. You just flake it off. Problem solved. There you go.
Yep. There you go.
Easy. That was always a really cool thing to do was when you're catfishing is to just make them right there, because a lot of times you have campfire going and all that kind of fun stuff, It's as much camping as it is fishing, but you catch one. What's cool too is you can use the catfish you caught as bait too. Pretty neat. All right, Ellis, what's going on with you, man? We were just about we were trying to get out of here, and then got into a whole bunch of weirdness.
I just got home from work.
That's cool. How's it going? What's up? Heard anything from the PSA yet?
Not as of yet. I'm gonna give them a call tomorrow. Find out what's going on. If they made any decisions or what have you.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Well, Ghost had mentioned that I should have emailed them, but I've just totally forgot all about emailing anybody. I went to work right after that, and it's been just one hell of a stressful week.
I told my kids, you follow up with them, give them a call, find out what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call them tomorrow, talk to them, find out what's going on. But yeah, it's just, and tonight's been hell. So, and I probably pissed off everybody at the restaurant tonight, and don't really give a damn.
Well, don't piss them off too much before you have the other job in hand.
Oh well, what are they gonna do? Fire me? This is like being in prison, dude. If they fire me, it's a break.
Ellis, I'm sorry, we're going to have to let you go. Well, I'd like you to meet your new replacement. His name is Whirlpool.
Yeah, that's fine. No, well, I'll tell you what happened tonight. If you guys want to hear a story, here's a story. So we hired a new dishwasher 2 days ago, right? 3 days ago. Cool, fine, great. I actually have somebody to work with. Well, I trained him Wednesday night, showed him how to do everything. He was off the next day, come back Saturday, And I did my thing in the back, and for anybody that has never worked in the kitchen, the dishwasher normally the guy that cleans the floors and everything else after the fact. My place is a little different. Not only do we have to clean the floors, but we have to clean everybody else's area too. So I've got everything in the back, the prep cook, the bakery, every bake area, all that's mine to clean. And the guy in the front normally cleans the line, the mats, and the floor up there. Much smaller area to clean. So basically all he has to do is run dishes through the machine, clean the mats and the floor, and he's done. Right? So I show him how to do that Wednesday night. Saturday night, he decides, well, after I'm done with all my shit, and he didn't clock in till almost 6 o'clock. So at 11, he's decided he's wanting to get off when I do. Okay. 10 o'clock, he says, well, can you help me do my floors? And now, keep in mind, I'm done with my shit. All I got to do is keep up with the dishes for the rest of the night, and I'm walking out the door. And I looked at him and I said, dude, that's your job. I've already done my job. This is going to be. And well, I can't do it on my own. I'm going to need some help. Well, okay, fine. Wasn't happy about it, but I went and I cleaned out his line for him, ran his mats for him, done what needed to be done. Well, tonight he decided he wasn't going to show up at all. I guess he quit. He figured out it was going to be more work than what he was actually wanting. So, boss looks at me and says, well, do what you can tonight. Make sure the floors get done. I'm one person. And I've told him this on many occasions. And I gave him the choice. I said, okay, fine. It's either I'm going to leave the floor a mess and keep your dishes caught up all night, or I'm going to have your floors cleaned and you're going to have dishes left over. They were bitching about the floors, so I cleaned the floors, and when I left, there was dishes stacked up everywhere. Yeah. They're going to be pissed off about it, and I started cleaning the floors at 8 o'clock. I got done with the floors right at 10. What about all these dishes? I'm off at 10 o'clock, dude. That ain't my problem after that. So
can't have your cake and eat it too.
Exactly. I'm like I said, I've got 7 hours to do the job of 2 people, and I keep up with it pretty damn well.
Mm-hmm.
But they start pulling shit like that. I give you the choice. You made your decision. Fine, I'll clean the floors. Grant you, they're not going to have anything to cook on unless, of course, they want to build a fire on the floor. The floor's clean. Tell everybody in the restaurant to eat off the floor.
Yeah.
Well, Ellis, if you ever want to move to Indiana, we have a position open at the shop. So if you ever want to move to Indiana on a whim,
snap! I'll be right there. Screw Ellis. I'll be right there.
You would, wouldn't you?
Huh?
Screw Ellis.
No, he wouldn't.
That'll be a soundbite we'll be able to use for a while now.
No. There will not be the day when Midnight gets anywhere close to screwing Ellis.
Brown chicken.
Brown. Moved up from the sheep.
Besides, I heard Midnight likes little farm animals. Gary, you better run.
Wait. It sounds like you'd be a perfect match then.
I'm nowhere near fast enough to catch. I'm nowhere near fast enough to catch chicken. Didn't you see Rocky?
Free range chicken anyway. Ain't no farm animal.
But they can form a animal gang. Yeah.
Oh, you go all the way back to '82, back in the day.
Yeah. And the roll call, I appreciate that offer, but I'm trying to stay away from Yankee neighborhoods. No.
Wait, you're in North Carolina. That is a Yankee territory.
I'm in South Carolina.
Okay. My mistake.
Yeah. Don't accuse me of that shit.
You guys are going to scare the new guy away.
Yeah. Who's the new guy?
Ready? I mean,
who is the new guy?
Don't worry about it. I don't want him catching any of your bad habits.
Well, hot shot. Just tell them all go fuck themselves and leave it at that.
Well, there you go. See,
I gotta make sure my contract's still good.
Your contract is null and void if you start acting like an outlaw.
It's very simple. Just don't start calling everybody candy ass.
Yeah,
that's my line.
You're gonna by the end of the night, you'll owe Ellis a shiny new nickel.
Ooh.
Yep.
Kind of like how Midnight is somehow skimping out on paying royalties for a copyright infringing cup.
I don't even know what you're talking about. There's no such cup. I've never seen something like that. I don't know. I've never heard of a G cup. Cup G. Gun Channels cup.
There's a Gun Channels cup, and we've all seen it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There is digital, photo, video, graphic evidence.
Hey, look over there.
I've seen the cup. I've never seen the cup.
All you have.
Hey, everybody, look over there. Psycho 316 is talking about mushy nuts.
All we have to do is go back to last week or the week before, and I guarantee you that cup will show up.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. You guys have been drinking. You got a hold of roll call's PBR.
Yeah. They've been drinking his PBR and his Royal Crown.
My sun drop.
I mean, is that a Natty Light already?
Ooh. Natty Ice was huge when I was in college. Natty Ice was the thing.
Fine Ape, I've got to say that is one beautiful pistol you've got sitting there.
Yeah, almost like yours. Only not.
That is gorgeous.
Because it's the best millimeter.
Millimeters are for Europeans.
Well, the 40 Smith & Wesson wasn't around, so they couldn't call it the 40 Smith & Wesson Magnum.
Is that the Delta Elite?
No, it's a SR 1911 10 millimeter.
Oh, okay, it's Ruger. Okay, I thought it was a damn Delta Elite.
You mean 40 Smith & Wesson like this one? This fine German piece of engineering?
Yeah, I got one of those. USP full size?
Yeah.
I think mine's from 90. It's police trade-in. It's from like 94.
This one's 94.
94. See, now I'm wanting one of those. Damn you, Fine Ape.
What, the 10 millimeter or the USP?
Oh, we done
10 millimeter.
Black Cat.
Yeah, Black Cat's here.
Yeah.
We're going too long.
Mm-hmm. I thought you liked it long.
And see, I was on a live chat earlier when he went to bed. That tells you how long I've been on Gun Channel.
My show. Now he's back. That's how long we've been running our mouths.
I know.
Yeah, this is the longest 1 hour show I've ever done in my goddamn life.
Yeah, you were going to end it early because you weren't feeling well.
Yeah, still not. But
well, then we fell into a rabbit hole of sphincters falling out and the proper procedure for putting them back in.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, we were talking about assholes that whole time, and Black Cat wasn't even here. I mean, that's crazy.
Wait a minute, who was here when y'all was talking about assholes?
Pretty much who's here now, with the exception of you.
That all started with roll call eating catfish bait.
Yeah, was it me or someone else made mention of what's the worst that could happen? Your asshole just falls out.
And then we were off to the races.
Dun.
So have you shot that yet?
Yes, I have. I've put let's see, box and a half of the Cellar and Beloit or Cellar and Billet 180s, and then
good round.
Well, yeah, especially for a price I got them, and I put like one magazine of the Underwood 135s. Through it, and actually, for being fairly hot ammo, it's not much different than the 180s. It's a little more punchy and flashy, but it's not that bad.
Now, Jumpy, you do realize who came up with 45 ACP, right? I'm sorry, Jeff Cooper is no John Moses Browning, brother. I mean, come on now.
That's Colonel Jeff Cooper.
I don't give a
Coronel.
damn.
Just like Colonel Sanders.
Well, but he's a Kentucky colonel. So's Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy's.
Huh.
No.
So
the more you know.
Herbie.
So you
Herbie Hancock.
So what you do is you join the military, you become a colonel, and then you open up a franchise restaurant chain. Okay, gotcha.
No, Kentucky colonel's some like more of an honorary title.
It's it's an honorary thing.
It's an honorary thing.
Because you're good at chicken. And the wife just found out we did a 5-hour show once. Yeah.
I think you did a 6-hour show once.
No, I think it was 5. I don't remember.
I've done a few of those.
Yeah. I've done those. I think that
I think one of Rich White's was 5 hours at least, 5 or 6. That one.
Me and Gary started one night at midnight, and we didn't get off till what 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, the one
like only last 30 seconds.
And,
I remember that.
Talk about Japanese food, and then Vanessa Kitty makes it even worse.
Oh God, that was a bad chat.
No bad chats, bad topics.
Is that the one about
a bad chat? Let me explain to you what a bad chat is for those of you that don't know. A bad chat is one that starts off with Biker Bob talking about cutting pieces off of himself.
Calluses.
What were you saying, Gary, before Ellis cut you off?
I said I was in that one too.
Yeah.
We had a foul territory that never made it to post live either.
Too.
That was pretty rough.
That's one Angelina was in, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think so. That one totally went off the rails.
I feel like I jumped in on my way home from work or something.
I was tempted to delete the Japanese food episode, but I can't remember what episode it was, so I just left it. Screw it. If somebody wants to watch that, be my guest.
No, I've never seen it. You got to find it and put a link in sometime. That shit's fun. That stuff's funny to go back and watch.
I told you the other day, I cannot remember how we even got on that subject. Do you remember, Gary? Because I sure as hell don't.
I don't remember. I think that's the same one where we talked about the Slovakian traffic cones too.
Yeah, that was after the Japanese restaurant. That's what Vanessa brought up. Vanessa started talking about that in the chat, and it was like, "What the hell is she talking about?"
Anybody has any questions? Google Slovakian traffic cones.
No thanks.
No, thank you.
But I would recommend you don't.
Hey, if any of you guys want to buy an Anderson lower, let me know.
I'll give you $10 for it.
It ain't mine to sell.
Yeah,
agree with it.
He just told me to put the word out there that he's got some for sale if somebody wants one.
I want one.
Anderson lower with a buttstock. He's going to upgrade to something else. I don't know what.
Fixed or collapsible?
It's a pistol.
No, that's not buttstock.
Buttstock.
Well, yeah.
Choose your words.
Yeah,
PA,
bad choice of words, okay? Just got off
in
work.
PA, the lower is a pistol no matter what.
Candy ass.
You have to transfer it like it's a pistol anyway.
Candy ass. Sir, I'll have you know that my ass is not candy, as in fact it's rather pale and hairy.
Well, I'm sure we have an expert in here. Midnight, look at his ass and tell us if it's candy.
Were you eating catfish bait, son?
Yeah, he's all hopped up on catfish bait. Look at him.
I am hopped up on the pure, wholesome goodness of American Bottling Company's Sundrop Citrus Soda. Yeah, we're never going to get sponsored by them or anyone, so why even bother? That in conjunction with the smooth classic taste of Dad's Root Beer.
There you go.
Yeah, if we're going to be pitching products, be sure to check out the fine folks at Sports Munitions.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Boy, I swear these glasses feel like they're pulling my eyes out of my head.
Still not used to your bifocals?
No. They said it'd take a few days. Man.
It's like having a hangover, but without the fun of being blackout drunk.
Yeah, right. Without the good.
Well, when I first started wearing these things, I felt like I was like high stepping everything because
your depth perception's all messed up.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Try closing an eye.
This freaking sucks.
Oh, great! Now he's gonna be walking around with one eye closed.
Arr, welcome to PSA. How can I serve you?
The cannons be in the back.
The cannons be in the back. The flintlocks be in the front, and the rapiers were fresh out of.
Nah, who wants a rapier? I want a cutlass.
One's a sword and one's a car. What are you talking about?
They're both
Oldsmobile isn't even made anymore. They got 86 in the restructuring of GM. I think they got replaced by it's not Buick.
Good Lord, where's Zora when I need him?
Buick replaced Pontiac as kind of GM's more sportier lines because they wanted to keep Cadillac as the luxury line.
Yeah, they pretty much merged Pontiac, Buick, and Oldsmobile into one. Which is funny because Buick and Oldsmobile both started out as competitors for Cadillac until GM bought up all of them.
Well, everyone started out as competitors someone before they got bought up by these automotive conglomerates.
Yep.
So did y'all do a bracket tonight?
Nah.
We just kind of rambled.
Yeah, it was. This was intended to be come on for an hour, talk a little bit, talk about some events, current events, if anybody had anything, and call it a show. And I was going to get to bed 3 hours ago.
Well,
You can sleep with your dad.
Happen.
What's that?
I said, well, that didn't happen.
That's for sure.
Well, it's a gun channels hour. It's like 100 and some minutes to the hour.
Makes sense, then.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, a gun channels hours starts at like midnight East Coast and ends at midnight Alaskan time.
Actually, we've moved it to Samoan time.
1 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, Samoan time, huh?
Yeah, we got to get farther out, trying to increase our appeal to the demographics.
Okay, it's from 12 a.m. Australian time to 1 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, that's about right.
Mm-hmm. Maths hurts heads.
All right.
19 hours or some shit.
Somebody TP.
I'm toast.
Bedtime.
If you guys
want for all the good little boys and girls at gun channels.
If you want, the show ends at 800 Zulu time. All right.
That's 8 o'clock in the morning. No, I think it'll cut off at 7 Zulu. I'm trying to think. My brain is not working. 8 Zulu actually would be trying to do the conversions here. 5 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Dead Horse.
It'll be 4 a.m. Eastern.
Hmm.
So it's only like 2 hours.
Yeah, no big deal.
Could do 2 hours standing on his head. Might make this film more interesting.
Yeah,
What does 800 Zulu translate into Wakandan time? I don't know. They got that shield. It kind of moves time at a different pace. There's no real conversion. It's like a Jewish calendar.
I always figured Wakandan time was sort of like being near a black hole. It just sort of slows down.
Jumpy's brain just rebooted.
How so?
It just all out of nowhere. He says British food is so bland.
Wait. Well, depending on what time it is, I mean, we are approaching an hour, so whatever time it could just be that he's hardwired to
reset. Yeah, it might be a hard.
Finite.
I don't know what you have.
Cable box updates.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you got to unplug Jumpy, wait 30 seconds, and plug him back in. And he's like, bam, British food is so bland. Man.
Yeah, you can't do 30 seconds anymore. It's got to be a full minute.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff over there, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've entered the gun channel zone.
Yeah, for real.
And you will never be the same again. You've entered the gun channel zone where very few of the conversations actually have anything to do with guns.
But we do have a picture of a lovely 1911, and Bullet T Justice is watching the text chat.
Presented for your approval, the Outlaw Hatfield, stuck in time, in a world not his own.
Yes, that's actually probably true. You know, my mom used to tell me that I was born in the wrong century. I never understood what she meant by that until I started looking around at the idiots walking around today, and then I went, I should have been born in the 1800s. 1872 would have been good for me.
I don't think I have anybody on gun channels right now. Mia's asking. Ape's over there. G was over there.
Yeah.
But he was over on Dead Horse's chat then.
Hello, Mia. How are you?
You know, you sound like Arnold Horshack. Hey, Mrs. Carter. How are you?
Hey.
What about Walter Kovac?
One of my fondest interviews that I've ever done was with Mia. I thought that was a great one.
Philo, I've fallen asleep twice holding my phone. Waking up to you people is disturbing. Philo.
Could you imagine waking up beside midnight? That would be disturbing.
Yeah, it's pretty. Can you comment on this phenomenon of waking up next to him? Is it disturbing, or are you just used to it by now?
I don't think she's ever going to get used to it.
She's got her kid out of him. She's got what she needs.
Oh, she said, wife says you look great. I didn't see these interview pictures.
Let me pull up one because, well, it's like a screenshot or a picture of a screenshot of someone's monitor. Because Ellis, I think, is maybe man buddies with Sarge because he's been texting him all these fancy outfits.
What are you talking about?
Street guy stuff.
What about streaking?
Yeah, anybody got that they can put up on the screen so else can see?
I'm looking right here. Where is it? It's just in my feed.
It's on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm looking on Instagram. Thank you, Gary, for the technical support. I'm sure I'm going to be receiving a bill.
It's free.
It's free. Oh, infinite.
Crazy Scotsman score.
Fucking crazy Scotsman, man.
He's a crazy man, he is.
He's crazy.
And he's Scottish.
Are you crazy? What's wrong with you, Bob?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. The fucking fuck is wrong with you?
It's not Scottish, it's crap.
No, that's not Ellis.
That's Ellis.
That's not it.
It's not a crazy Scotsman. It's crazy Scotsman. He's got a picture of it right over there. I see it from here.
Broke all the way off the catfish bait.
No.
What are you looking for?
No,
Scotsman. There he is.
That is not Ellis. That's freaking.
That's not.
Is that an L&B Pro?
It's poop prepper, pop prepper.
Poop prepper.
No, it was in my feed because it was like.
Oh, there it was. There was.
There was something.
That's Hank Strange.
No, back one.
Oh.
That's.
Oh, I thought that was Ellis.
Cowboy. I don't think Ellis's tits look quite that nice.
I saw the hand. I saw the hand, and I thought for sure that was Ellis.
Where did it go?
Did he?
It got up and then ran away.
He didn't delete that, did he?
No, was that it? That was it there? Mm-hmm.
No. No, this is Ghost and his buddies. They'll fuck you up and then play on your swing set. Do you want to swing on my swing set, neighbor?
Won't you be my neighbor?
Well, now that's just Jim Dandy.
What weird shit you got going on Instagram, dude? Damn.
I have no idea.
Who do you follow?
Mostly it's Liberty Cat that's putting up these weird things. Magpul. I don't know. Did he? I'm thinking he might have pulled it down.
I think so. But I saw it in somebody's chat earlier.
Yeah, because I was on Instagram.
Well, there's a sweet headdress for you.
Who posted it? That's the question.
Scotsman, because during Sarge's 1,000 sub giveaway, he put his phone up to the screen and said, "Oh, doesn't he look cute?" or something like that, and then Scotsman said, "Hey, wait, hold it. Okay, I got the screenshot. Everyone go look on Instagram."
Oh, so he took a screenshot of me?
Prick.
Whoa.
Brick?
That was creepy. That's creepy.
Like the cat looking over top of the Barbie doll with no head.
Yeah.
Who's your brick?
All right. Hottie, go. Stop. Beat it. Go. I'm done. I'm done watching you be a fucking annoying in the chat. Okay? Jesus Christ.
I like cheese and rice.
Fuck.
Ooh.
What is that, an onion ring?
It's like a Deadpool onion ring because it's got the little divider but no eyes.
Ooh. Ooh.
All in Anchor Ghost, but it's not a Ghostbuster onion ring. There's no ghost. Where's the ghost?
Yeah, where's the
I'm afraid no ghost. It's clearly a Deadpool ring.
No ghost there.
This is clearly a Deadpool onion ring.
Who took the picture originally? Did you say?
It was Crazy Scotsman. Ellis you sent Sarge a picture of your fancy jacket in that.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we all were making jokes on Sarge's show.
Well, that's fine. I don't give a fuck.
That's the attitude.
I thought you looked rather nice.
You thought you looked rather.
No, you are not my type, buddy. Sorry.
Hey, you look professional. You look better than you sound.
Yes, and we figured you probably tricked him out when you walked in. So after you went down this way, walked back out, and came back in doing your wrestler entrance, and then tore the jacket off Hulk Hogan style.
Are you not entertained?
The Kool-Aid, man.
Woo! Coming on. Doing the Ric Flair woo. Coming out of the...
I actually got a picture today from Sarge holding a...
Did he have his pants on?
No, yeah, he's holding a title belt and pointing at the camera like Ric Flair. And I was like, wow, yep.
I'm just not seeing it in my feed anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, knowing Scotsman, he probably took the shit down.
What?
Hey, look at that. Oh, there's the good shit right there.
Why does this candy have an erection?
It's awesome. That's why.
Oh, wait. This might be... Let's see. It was further down here. After Slim, after the idiot shooting himself in the hand. Jeez, can openers. Aw, cute puppy.
Marshmallow.
There it is.
There it is.
The real gun snob.
Oh, shit, look at that guy.
Gun snob, dude.
Look at this guy. He looks like he's ready to give a sermon or something. Jesus.
He's ready to heal people.
Yeah.
The power of Jesus compels you to give me an AR-15.
No. No, it
Power of
doesn't.
Jesus compels you to give me a Chris Vector and 10mm as well. If you do not, you will go straight to hell, where you will drink nothing but burning hot lava for the rest of eternity.
It's a Chris Vector and a CZ805 Bren.
Ooh, that Bren's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, bye, Ellis.
And it only weighs
Ellis,
about 8 pounds.
Hey, Ellis, when you get hired at PSA, can I have a Chris Sphinx in white for Christmas?
No.
Why do you want Chris's sphincter?
Take what I can get.
Yeah. Well, you might want to talk to me about that.
There was you talking about that dude shooting himself in the hand. I didn't see that video, but did you guys see the video at the it was either a pawn, I guess it was a pawn shop, where the dude shot himself in the hand?
Oh, it was like a cop or whatever was looking like a 1911 or something in the case, or
it was small. I think it was like I don't remember what it was.
Like a phoenix or something. Your little Jimenez tooth.
It might, yeah, I think it was it was something small like that.
Ellis doesn't even look like potatoes and lead. Ellis looks like an outlaw on his way to court. God damn it, Ellis! How many times I told you you need to put on your going to court clothes for this kind of affair?
Take what you can get.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the compliments, gentlemen. You will never see me like that. You will never see me dressed like that again.
Oh,
I hope not, because it probably means you're on your way to court for some sort of felony.
What if you're chosen to represent the company if you get hired at SHOT Show?
Hold on.
You have to dress like that.
Let me explain this to you really quick. Going to court is not nearly as important to me as that job at PSA. So no, I just wear jeans and a t-shirt to fucking court.
Wait. Now this is a sales position that we've heard. So, they might require you to be. You know what? We need to go in a new direction, and everyone's going to have to wear a suit jacket and nice khaki pants. So, suit and tie, everyone. Then we're just going to all going to pile in Matt's Suburban. We're going to make a road trip to PSA and go, hey, Candy Ass, you look real pretty.
To the bourbon.
Well, see, here's the thing. The guy that gave me the interview had a beard that put the one I had to shame. So
well, we don't care about your facial hair, just suit and tie. It's a suit and tie.
Yep.
A shoot and tie. It's the one where you got like the little tie tech that's like a little NA mini revolver.
Shoot and tie is a bolo tie.
I thought a bolo was a type of roll. No, they're little diamond shaped ones, usually wheat or white.
And down another rabbit hole we go. Midnight, you're not going to bed tonight.
This show's been down a rabbit hole since after we got done asking.
We've gone in the rabbit hole. The rabbit hole fell out. We tried pushing the rabbit hole back in. We went in the rabbit hole, out the mouth, and back in.
As soon as we were done asking Hotshot about the pistol he bought because of breaking his collarbone, after that, it all went to hell.
Yeah.
But it was mildly entertaining. Oh, come on. This is at least marginally better than any of the reality TV you're going to see.
It's better than anything Yankee Marshall does.
No comment. No, Mia, Reddit is not dark web stuff. It's just everything.
Douchebag stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
Ghost is big with Reddit.
Yeah, ask Ghost. Next time you see Ghost, tell him, ask him why you haven't seen him on Reddit.
They're Kransis. They're trying to get rid of the crayon eaters.
Yeah, the crayonist.
The marker sniffers and the chalk lickers are pushing out the crayon eaters, man. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Roll a bolo to your friends.
Those are fighting words.
What?
Guns for Everyone said Yankee Marshall is better than this, hands down.
Yeah, don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, those are fighting words.
No. No, fighting words are. I heard you kissed Ellis last night. Them's fighting words.
You like watching a shaved Sasquatch? I guess you can say.
I'd have to think a shaved Sasquatch looks a little better than him.
And I say this fully having unsubbed to him. After this whole Kavanaugh shit, I finally had enough of him. Okay, enough of this shit. He's on Matt's show. Matt's show gets turned off. I don't even. Nope.
Yeah. Yes, Mia. Stay away from 4chan.
Okay, that was pretty prophetic from Matt that night, though. I feel bad for him for getting yanked. You know, obviously losing his chance with the live stream again. But talk about famous last words. You know, F YouTube. Oh, really?
Click.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No.
That's
we thought Matt they got Travis P11 banned.
I have a challenge for each and every person in this panel right now.
Here we go. What's up?
Here we go. I think by this time next year, everyone on this channel needs to own a 10mm pistol.
Oh, well, I'm already.
I have one that's 10mm. I have two.
Well, then you can sell me one cheap.
Well, it's a 40 Smith & Wesson, but technically it's a 10mm projectile.
No. It has to be chambered in 10mm, not 40 cal. 10mm.
How about 41 Magnum? Is 41 Magnum close enough?
No, it has to be.
I don't want a 10mm, so I'm not going to buy a 10mm.
See, well, that was the challenge. You don't have to accept the challenge.
Wait. What do we get for participating in this challenge?
Well, what we'll do is on one of our shows we'll get on and we'll all show off our 10mm.
Mine's only like 5, maybe 6 if I stretch it.
Well, that's fine.
You know, we're gonna have Jumpy reset here, talk with all his 10mm chalk.
I'll tell you, Psycho says if somebody wants to gift me one. Other than that, I don't think I'll ever get one. I'll tell you that Remington, I never got a chance to shoot it because I was too busy. I didn't give it back to him. But that one I did the video one was the R2 or whatever. That was a nice pistol. The Remington. Yeah, that was a nice piece.
Damage to my arm right now. I don't even think I could shoot a 10mm, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I might have issues in the long run with it. Like, you know, if I try and make a day of shooting it because of my hands too. My hands.
Well, I didn't say it had to be a pistol. You can get a 10mm carbine.
Could do like Dead Horse is doing. He's getting a 40 barrel from Spinta, and he's gonna ream it out for 10mm.
Mm-hmm. You could also just get a 10mm and shoot 40s out of it. Just pretend.
Nah, that's not recommended because of
it's the only thing that's.
If there were a 10mm revolver, you might. Semi-auto up, no.
Yeah, 10mm revolver with moon clips or a cylinder that's cut for it. Because in a semi-auto, the only thing that'd be holding the cartridge in place would just be your extractor.
Yeah, well, 10mm revolver would have to use moon clips anyway.
Only for extraction, because the chamber is still cut to where the cartridge will still headspace on the rim or on the case mouth like it's supposed to.
YP down there says, can we start calling the crayon eaters crannies? I think that sounds great. I think calling them crannies is perfect.
So I
just call them Marines.
Well, do you know that every Marine is a cranny? Some might prefer crapods or chalk sticks.
My younger brother probably eats crayons.
This is advanced / honor guns chat.
I'm still an academic gun guy. What's the matter, Mia? What are you short on? What do you need? What do you need to know?
Yeah, how are we confusing you?
She married you. She's short on taste.
That's for sure.
No, she had taste.
Or is she talking about maybe Psycho said why buy a 10 millimeter when I can buy a BFR at 4570?
Maybe I don't know, because 4570 is better in a rifle.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to shoot a 4570 revolver.
Yeah,
it's better than wanting to shoot that 4570 Alaskan Survival that Bond Arms Derringer.
Oh,
has like maybe a maybe a half-inch of actual rifling.
Yeah,
when you switch millimeter and stuff.
Yeah, that's a thing happening.
Mia, it's very simple. There's 0.03937 inches to the millimeter, or 25.4 millimeters to the inch.
Yeah, so do the conversions, because that'll be easy to do in your head.
I had to do it all day when I was making brake components, because all that shit's metric now.
You're a
machinist.
Metal working machinist monkey. It's different.
I'm the monkey machinist, and today we're gonna monkey up some machinery.
We should all buy high points.
You have
show
lost
off
your
our
mind.
high points.
Oh man, you know,
no. We all need to buy.
That's it. We can all get the 10 millimeter high point carbine if we can find them.
It would be really funny.
Saw 3 or 4 at the gun show last weekend.
It would be really funny to buy, like, just wait again till like Black Friday till you can get a high point for like $79 again or whatever it was last year, and then pay to get like the Gun Channel's logo hydro dipped on them, and they all have and then everybody would have like a Gun Channel's high point.
You need to make it something where everyone has to do either something different or has to do their own take on the Gun Channel's logo on that.
Yeah.
Don't hydro dip it. You know, take a knife and then carve it into that zinc.
Yeah, just use a ice pick.
Glock should definitely be embarrassed. High point is more innovative than Glock is at this point.
Because 10 millimeter?
They got more than one pistol. They got the pistol and then they got the carbine.
I'll tell you, man, a Glock carbine
Friends Network
sound like crazy.
Is this our version of Best Friends Necklace? What's that, Mia? I'm a guy. I don't know what that is, or at least I play one on the internet.
I think it's where they all have the same necklace.
One person has half the heart, the other person has the other half, and you put them together and they form one heart that says "Best Friends."
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm straight.
We need that. We each need to buy half a high point and break it and send it to someone so they can like merge and meld and become a super awesome.
One person we could do that with an AR.
You know, one person gets the upper, one lower.
Yeah, exactly. The upper has best on it and the lower has friends.
We kind of like split a Gun Channel's logo between them.
There you go.
Put them in different places. So, that one doesn't belong there. Well, what do you mean? Well, the top of the G is over on the front, and the bottom of the G is on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Fake best friend.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you mix up the two. You know.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
If somebody gets Clover's upper and Midnight's, whichever the opposite of what I just said, because I can't remember what I just said.
Lower. So
yeah, there we go.
I don't want Midnight's lower.
Brain part of what I just said like 10 seconds ago. It's like, oh my god.
Wait, so wouldn't it just be the same as when Midnight puts on his special cap?
Special cap? The hell's a special cap?
Yeah, the leprechaun.
Oh, I don't know where
the one that comes with its own beard.
Yeah.
I mean,
where the
we're
hell
talking
is oh, I see it. Yeah, it's
we're
over
talking
there.
Midnight's up or Clover's upper and Midnight's lower.
And
there you go.
And Toast Tactical. Don't forget Toast Tactical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It says extra fiber, so it's great for desk poops.
You know, that's where in the new intro I did, where it says, it says cooking demos, firearms, and 2A, and then it says live chats. That's a clip from the Toast Tactical video.
Yeah, I know. That's why I remembered it.
Cinnamon Ghost Crunch.
Wait a minute, you make videos?
Not Gary.
No, not very often.
Thank George.
Pretty much just nonsense.
Gary.
See you, Giz. See you, George.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
What's going on with you, Black Cat?
Oh, heading to work.
Oh.
Lucky you.
Yeah. I get
Now-
to go to great state of PR, New York this morning.
Yeah.
You should make a side trip to New Jersey and kick Cory Booker in the nuts.
Hey, go to New York. Get some overpriced pizza.
You don't know. Don't worry. They got it.
Are you,
Rich's daughter's
Rich,
pissed
are,
off.
are you traumatizing your kid again?
She had no idea what I was talking about when I said for him to take a side trip to New Jersey and kick Cory Booker in the nuts. She got no reference from that whatsoever. She's just like, what? Freaking out because I said kick him in the nuts, I guess, huh?
Well, it's not a malevolent kick in the nuts. It's a friendly kick in the nuts.
You can go to California and kick Feinstein in the nuts.
No, you get your foot stuck in that, you're not getting it back.
Yeah.
I think the problem is she doesn't know who Cory Booker is.
She's like Feinstein's like the mummy. If you tried that, she just like turn into dust and envelop your foot.
You know, somebody should do that to Ruth Bader Ginsburg and see if she actually falls over dead.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg died like 7 years ago.
I saw
like in the picture on Instagram where you get, the whole Weekend at Bernie's thing.
Well, you didn't know that they took Mr. Lincoln out of the Hall of Presidents and replaced her with it?
There was a funny meme the other day. I saw one, and it was it said something. It was Kavanaugh. Well, it was Ginsburg when she like fell asleep, on the with the other judges, and she was wiped out. That one time she said, "Oh, I had a martini at lunch or whatever," and it said, "What, you got drunk and passed out? Unheard of," or something, And it was her all sleeping on the job,
sleeping on the bench.
Yeah,
that was actually at State of the Union, but yeah, she fell asleep while Obama was doing the State of the Union.
Oh yeah.
It's like, shut up! I've seen so many of you guys come and go. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, she's been through like 47 presidents. That's a lot of presidents.
A lot of precedents to be setting precedents.
Mm-hmm.
Philo, what's happening?
Pretty sure it's just worse than Metco with their hand up there.
That's where Jeff Dunham went.
No, we don't.
Oh man! All right, for serious now.
For cereal.
For cereal now. Let's go to bed.
For
cereal. We need to end this. Midnight News is bad about it.
I do. I need to get to sleep. I got to get up in the morning.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
you're a little late for that.
Shit. All right, I got to get up later today.
Wants to continue the craziness. I believe Dead Horse is still live.
I think so. Yeah, I did have it up here.
Well,
they make a bill for that.
Dead Horse is
no, he's not.
Nope. They just shut it down.
We're the last man standing.
We win.
No, it's Tim Allen.
Yeah, we win the internet.
We win. We won the whole interwebs tonight. We beat G, and we beat Dead Horse.
Don't beat a dead horse. It's not nice.
Don't be a dead horse. It's already good.
We are the bestest. We are the bestest at the internetings around late night Sundays. We're the bestest.
We're the bestest of the bestest of the bestest of a festus.
That's right. And on that note,
the best of the best.
Anybody need to say anything before we go?
Anything.
Don't eat catfish bait.
Go to gearwebsites.com. Help keep marshmallow with butter.
Yeah. Keep the pup eating butter, and don't eat catfish bait.
And dried fish or hot dogs.
And always remember, you can prick your finger, but never finger your prick.
Right. Don't eat catfish bait, lest you may have your butthole
fall out.